Like, hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to Duenkel Productions on YouTube. I'm joined today by Jake Mueller, the man, the myth, the legend, the man that is a Tom Brady fan, the man that once kissed Tom Brady on our show.
Yep,
It was a background, but it's okay. Jake Mueller, it is Super Bowl Sunday. We are going to be joined by a ton of great guests today. I am very excited. Max Paw is already in the fucking building, baby. Let's go. Sorry for the swearing. We're going to get glitchy with it today. Jake Mueller, how are you, buddy?
Man, I'm doing excellent. It's Tom Brady Day. It's a national holiday. It happens every single year. Once in a while, it doesn't happen, which is so weird. It's a government holiday. What's up, everybody? Super Bowl Sunday. Like Brett said, we got tons of great guests. One is already in the building.
And let's bring him in.
Location. We got a mascot today. We got the mascot. So great day, man. It's going to be an eventful one. We got kickoff at 5:30. We got a bunch of polls out there. We got great guests, and let's just get this thing going, man.
All right, Jake, you want to introduce our first guest, man?
All right, man. It's a man from Concordia, Wisconsin. The man that can lift yourself and the semi-truck. The man who's a golfing guru.
What?
The man with the great haircut.
What?
John Markwinski.
What? What's up, John? How we doing, buddy? Welcome to the Duenkel Productions Sunday show.
Hey, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me. How's it going?
We are feeling good on this Tom Brady holiday, as Jake is calling it today. I'm going with the flow, John, but you know I'm rocking with my boy Pat Mahomes. I'm on Team State Farm today, baby.
Absolutely.
Go Pat for the boys.
Absolutely.
But John Markwinski, my guy, how are you? How have you been, man? How you doing?
I'm living, dude. I'm living. I'm great. Back home for the weekend, going back to school later today, ready to watch the Super Bowl. Watch the Chiefs kick the Bucs' butt.
Awesome, man. John, before we ask questions, Jake, you mind telling our audience what kind of polls we got cooking on the Instagram today?
Oh, just the good old ones. Here, let me pull it up real quick. We got one that's for a lot of the betting ones. So we got who's winning the Super Bowl. What else we got here? Coin toss, most passing yards, combined yards, first TD, receiving yards, defensive touchdowns, who you're rooting for, MVP, and no, that's about it for now. But yeah, we got those cooking in the works. We'll see what it is. John Markwinski, how we doing, man? I already know Brett said that, but you could be honest with me. Whoa, he's better at golf than me, Jake. Hey, you haven't seen this man golf. You haven't seen this man race stuff, man. This dude's better. I'm sorry.
Race.
Yeah,
I've never raced anything in my life.
All right, you don't have to lie. This is okay.
John, Jake Mueller is unbelievably hyped this morning. I would guess he's probably working with some Mountain Dew, maybe some coffee. I mean, hey, maybe he's had some San Pellegrino.
Dude, alcohol off air, Duenkel.
It's Italian sparkling water. It's not alcohol. It's not alcohol.
Yeah.
John, do not. Don't even go there.
We're different on here.
But John, I wanna ask you, man. I wanna ask you, who do you got winning the big game tonight? What's gonna be a key, and who's gonna be the Super Bowl MVP? Let's hear it.
It's gonna be a good game. I think it's definitely gonna be a game. It's Brady against Mahomes. Two goats. But I'm gonna I'm a Brady fan. I like Brady. But I'm gonna have to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, dude. They're such a stronger team. They're younger, stronger, faster.
What?
That's it.
Duenkel, did you
Big factor, dude. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. Chiefs are gonna win. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, but it's Chiefs all day. Key factor. I don't know. I think the Buccaneers' run game today is gonna be really strong. So I think if you stop their run game, I haven't seen much of Mike Evans lately. So honestly, I think Mike Evans is just gonna be stopped all day. So yeah, that's it.
Damn, he had me going there. I thought he said he was going for the Buccaneers. I thought he said that. My fault. Damn, I got hyped over nothing. Hey, man, it happens. It happens. Do you think the national anthem is going to be over 2 minutes or under 2 minutes? That's a big debate, actually.
I think it's going to be over 2 minutes.
I'd take that.
Hey, John, you got heads or tails? I mean, I know the Pat McAfee show. Me and Jake are huge fans of Pat McAfee. Huge fans. Do you think it's going to be heads or tails today? Pat has 30K on tails. I personally believe it'll be tails. Jake, I don't know what you think, but John, what are your thoughts on heads or tails, my guy?
Heads.
I mean, there is a saying out there, tails never fails, brother. I mean, there is.
Tails gonna fail today. It's heads, baby. Come on.
Okay. But you know what, man? We got some people coming in here. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. John, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done interviewing this man. This is
John,
a big deal. I noticed you got some Bears memorabilia on the back there.
Oh, absolutely.
Big rumor just came out this morning.
Carson Wentz, baby.
Carson Wentz might be the quarterback next year for the Chicago Bears. What are we
pretty much being another Trubisky is what I'm hearing.
Freaking worse, man. Carson Wentz is a broken version of Trubisky.
Okay.
And we're going to have to pay him so much more.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the Bears anymore.
Hey, guys, don't sleep, man. I mean, Carson, don't get me wrong. Carson Wentz hasn't looked great, but I think maybe a new place will help him out. I don't think Carson Wentz will ever return to MVP for him. But I think he might be a decent quarterback for you guys. I'm not sure. I think you guys need some more important positions. I'd recommend offensive lineman. Maybe a head coach. I mean, maybe get Ryan Pace out of there. Trying to trade a first round pick and for Carson Wentz. I mean, I wouldn't trade a first for that guy. Not in a million years, especially with that contract. Jake, you mentioned it.
It's fat. It's a big contract, man. Not a guarantee. But yeah. So besides that, my man John, what else do you think the Bears need in order to be a real playoff team, not one that loses and gets in?
Well, I mean, I think we have a pretty strong defense. I mean, obviously everyone knows we need a stronger quarterback. Obviously,
yeah.
Nick Foles didn't help us much this year. I mean, besides that Falcons game, but Trubisky. Yeah. I mean, Trubisky looked better at the end of the season, but obviously a quarterback would help. Offensive line would help a ton. Dave Montgomery went off this year, so our running back's not, and Tariq's gonna be back next year. So. Mm-hmm. Hopefully
Hey, I've been hearing a rumor though that Tariq might be traded in that Carson Wentz trade.
If he does, then he does. I mean, we got Dave Montgomery now, so
true. We usually get pretty good running backs, from what it seems like. Duenkel and I have talked about this before, but would you be willing to trade like a Khalil Mack for like a Deshaun Watson?
Yeah,
Khalil Mack or someone big on the defense.
Yeah, I not like Roquan. I wouldn't want to trade him. He's too good. But Khalil hasn't been doing much. I mean, besides the year we got him, I mean, I'd be down to trade him for like a Deshaun Watson or somebody with superstar, ability.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. I just think the productivity from Khalil Mack has dropped off because he's been getting double teamed because we have lost a lot of people on the defense. Yeah. So it sucks to be Khalil Mack. I understand that, but if we were able to get a Deshaun Watson in there, I don't want Carson Wentz. I really don't. My whole family's never been a big fan of him. He sucks. I'm going to be point blank.
Yeah.
And the contract is going to be awful. And like you said, we need more. We need offensive line and defensive line. So we'll see how this trade, if it happens, we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, I just want to get your 2 cents on it.
Yeah.
So we're rocking with that one, man. What's up, Duenkel? You look like you got something to say. Can't hear you, Duenkel. You're muted. Duenkel, you're muted. Duenkel, you're muted.
We had another guest pop in. Okay, he's back. Please welcome in our second guest today, a man that was already typing in the chat earlier, huge Packer fan, friend of the show, fan of the show, YouTuber, subscribe to his channel, Zach Kramer, bring him out. Let's go. What's up, Kramer? How you doing, bud?
What's going on?
So, Kramer, you think you're a better golfer than Johnny Markwinski?
What? Hey, Don, could you repeat that? My mic kind of cut it. I couldn't hear that.
You think that you are a better golfer than my boy Johnny Markwinski at the bottom right corner of the screen?
I'm having some issues, bro. This is not working.
Who said I'm a good golfer?
Jay.
You work at a golf course, man.
I'm maintenance, man. I'm maintenance.
Hey, Troy Bolton was a maintenance man at Cool. Please look at him.
I don't know why this is not working, but
Hey, it's okay, Kramer. Can you hear me though?
hello.
There
Yeah.
we go. There we go.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hey, just kick him real quick. Kick him, and then maybe he can join back later. Get his audio.
Kramer, you want me to send you it like via email so you can join off your computer?
Here, Duenkel, just kick him. Just all right. There we go. So now we can keep talking. He can figure that out. So John,
Awesome.
Are you playing basketball at Concordia still, my man?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. How's that? How's the life going? Do you guys have to do COVID testing and all that?
All the time, yeah. It's pretty annoying sometimes, but yeah.
Is it the ones where they shove it all the way up, or is it the rim one?
We do like spit tests, and if we like test positive, then we do like the nose one where you like stick up your nose, and then that's it.
Yeah, I had a COVID test one time, and let me tell you this, folks, it's an experience. That's pretty cool. How's the team looking?
Pretty good. We're like 2-2 or 3-2 right now, I think. So
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
When's your next game?
Next Friday and Saturday. We play
you
like
guys
back
playing
to back Friday, Saturdays, or like same team. So
okay, that's cool. Do you guys who is it? Who you guys playing?
We got Marion next week. So
whoa. Are they any good?
They're pretty dog.
You guys are gonna win. Yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win. Concordia's gonna win.
Yeah.
Now we had a special guest on the other week or 2 weeks ago, Zach Brazower. You guys gonna play each other?
No, I won't play Dylan either. Anderson.
Oh yeah,
they're Illinois. We were playing.
There's no you guys can't swap.
Unless they choose. What?
Have you guys played before?
We played them before. We usually play Dominican, which is where Dylan goes, and then Rockford.
Yeah.
We usually play like every year, but this year we're not. So we're only playing like 10 games this year out of like 25 or something. So
yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, hold on. We have a situation with this dog.
Oh boy.
Get your butt up. Come on. He took my charger, so it's all right. Don't worry about it. But it's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, I was just balling up with Quincy not too long ago. I had to fix up the shoes. It was more of just a running day for me, to be honest with you. That's usually how I like to play basketball. So it was good to see John Marquinski. I don't know what's up with Zach Kramer. I don't know if the audio is going to work.
He's a YouTube guy now. Big YouTube.
Yeah, you think you'd get his audio though, pretty good. Yeah. But I just like cracking jokes. But yeah, me and John, man, we hit the links a couple times. I've seen him swing a club. He's pretty good, Duenkel. You can take that one.
I can hit a ball far, but that's about it. So.
Happy Gilmore could hit it far, and look at him, really successful guy.
That's true.
I'm not comparing you. Don't worry.
He's on a different level.
But hey, John, thanks for coming on the show, man. We know.
Hey, John. John, one quick thing, man. Wanted to ask you about the award show. Any awards really surprised you, or did you think those would all happen?
I mean, everyone thinks this one, Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah,
that should have been TJ all day. All day.
Come on, dude. Okay, so
come on.
John, this is exactly like the LeBron debate with any other NBA player. LeBron should have been MVP like probably the last 4 or 5 years, if you ask me. I mean, a little biased there, but
a little bit.
Jake. I mean, TJ Watt deserved it definitely. I wasn't surprised that Aaron Donald won it. I think outside of probably Rodgers and Mahomes, or outside of really any quarterback, Aaron Donald's the best player outside of the quarterbacks in the NFL. So not surprised they gave it to him.
He's definitely good enough. I'm not saying that. It's just TJ Watt had a fantastic year where that can't really go unnoticed. So
I got you. Well, how about Aaron Rodgers winning MVP, John? He had a great season.
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers should have got it. I see that.
Okay, I agree. Let's John, we appreciate you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you so much for coming on the show.
All right, boys.
Have a great day, man.
Yeah, you too, boys. See you.
All right. Jake, let's bring
Sorry,
on.
sorry. This dog did not agree with John on the Aaron Rodgers thing. I guess my dog here is not an Aaron Rodgers fan or something. But it was good seeing John Marquensky. Great guy. I've known him pretty much my whole life.
Yeah, John Marquensky, great dude. Let's try and bring Zach Kramer back on. See if he can hear us and we can hear him. Kramer.
Hello.
What's up, man?
All right, I can hear you now. Before it was like echoing really bad, so like I couldn't hear anything like Jake was saying or you guys were saying. But
right,
you already know. Before we get started, we got to give a quick shout out to my boy A-Rod for the MVP. Big accomplishment, but obviously we didn't make the Super Bowl. So, but good luck to the GOAT Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. I'd like to see the Chiefs pull it out today, you know.
Yeah,
did I make Jake Mueller mad? Did he leave?
No, I think he froze. Oh shoot, what's up, Susan Mueller? How you doing? How's it going? Hope all is well.
Hello, Miss Mueller.
Max Paul says what's up to Susan. Jake Mueller is back. Jake, what's up, man? You froze.
Yeah, I usually don't, but that was weird. What's up, Kramer? I don't think you heard me. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good. See, now Jake's got like the little echo going on, but I can hear Dunk fine.
Production.
There we go. That was better.
I don't know, dude. Here's the thing: is I was hearing the echo too, and now I don't hear it anymore. So I think we got it fixed. Not sure, but Kramer, man, how's the channel been, man? What's coming up on your channel, man? We'd love to hear like a kind of a sneak peek type deal for the boys.
Sneak peek. So I don't know if you guys saw on my story the other day. I have another sit down video, kind of explaining what's going on with Delaney Brown and how she kind of turned into not a snake, kind of like a fake person, you know.
Ooh.
And I don't want to give out too much information. You just have to watch the video and see. But other than that, hopefully got some more basketball videos coming soon. Been working on the jumper a little bit, trying to get that in shape. And
all right.
Other than that, yeah, everything's good.
Kramer, that was kind of a mic drop right there.
Dude, I did not expect that. That's why I was like, oh crap.
Yes. But Zach, we love what you're doing, man. We thank you so much for the support. You know, we see you every time in our lives, checking us out, commenting, all that good stuff. We greatly appreciate the support. I think Jake would echo me on that as well. But Kramer, let's talk some football, man. I know Aaron won MVP last night. That's awesome. But let's talk about the game today. What are you kind of looking for in this game, and who's your pick, and who's also going to be the MVP? Let's hear what you got to say.
Oh man, I hope it's like a back and forth game. Like it's not just a blowout from the start. You know, I just hope. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, Brady's on a new team. He led them all the way to the Super Bowl in his first year. And they got a good squad. And is AB still out? Antonio Brown?
No, he's playing.
He's playing. I think everybody's playing. I don't think anyone's out.
Wow. Everyone's playing on both sides.
Yeah, that offense is going to be hard to stop. I mean, the Chiefs kind of had their struggles on defense all year, so hopefully they can get the job done. If they, that's tough. I mean, you got Rob, you got AB now, you got Mike Evans, Leonard Fournette. That offense is unstoppable right there. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, if they can just keep going back and forth down the field, get some key stops late in the game, I think it'll be a good one. And I gotta go with the Chiefs for this game. I'm sorry, Jake, but I'd like to see the Chiefs pull it off. You know, see somebody stop Brady.
Yeah, Eli Manning stopped them a while back, and
those were some good games. Those were some good games. No hands down.
And game. It's going to be a good game no matter what. You did make some good points. It's going to be who can stop who the most or who can contain the other offense the most. I don't really think the defense on either side can do that much unless it's a fluke play, like, against I'll just go off of the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, especially the last 2 games they played against the Saints as well as the Packers, the defense really contributed. They really put a stop to the 2 offenses, which were the more premier offenses in the league for countless years. If something like that were to happen, where Mahomes is, gets throws a couple interceptions, maybe a fumble, or they just get to him, get some pass rush, especially with the little bit of turf toe he's got, that can make a difference. But you also got to look at the Chiefs. You got Honey Badger back there, and that dude's a tank. He wants to win. I respect that.
Chris Jones as well, Jake. You forgetting that last game. Chris Jones wreaked havoc on that interior of that offensive line. So I think pass protection, I agree with you, Jake. Pass protection is going to be huge in today's game.
No, 100%. So we'll see how that one goes. Other than that, it's probably gonna be a shootout. I was just talking to my neighbor, Jerry. He's a pretty logical guy with that stuff.
Hey, shout out to Jerry for coming on last week. I loved having Jerry on. He was awesome.
His picks and everything. But he said he's gonna say it's a 35-31 game for the Chiefs. That's what he said. He said he would do that when he had all his picks in. But I'll give my prediction later. But yeah, I agree with you, Kramer. Injuries might play a big role in this game.
So I have a question for you, Jake. So the NFC Championship game, when Aaron Rodgers threw that one pick, would you consider that being a holding penalty, or no?
The whole game, they let them play. They let them play the whole game. And I think for the NFL, I think they did it right. You can't go off a game like the Saints versus Rams a couple years ago where it's a no call. You either have to call it so that the last play is a call or not, because if you don't, then they're not doing their job.
Right.
There's times throughout the whole game, both sides, especially Buccaneers, especially Packers, right?
Yeah.
There was holdings, there was pass interferences on both sides, there's hits to the head, and they let them play. And like Duenkel and I expressed many times, I'd rather have a football game like that instead of one that's, pause every 30 seconds after a play, because let's be real, there's going to be calls after every single play. I liked how they let them play. I think they're going to continue this game.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a lot of missed calls, but they're just not going to call it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's my take. What about you, Big Dunk?
I mean, here's the thing is that I've always expressed that I feel like the officials get involved with the game. And personally, pass interference, holding penalties, they happen on every play, to be honest with you. I mean, I've been around a lot of football, high school, college, watched a lot of pro football. I know what's all going on, and I know that on every play there's a penalty. And I think, Jake, to tell you the truth, me and you obviously expressed this after the game when we were talking. We loved how they let them play for once. For once, the game was not in the hands of an official. And I think, to tell you the truth, on that 3rd and 7, it was a penalty. They did make the right call. Now, what I don't like is they were letting them play all game, and then they throw the flag on that one play. Now, obviously that's more biased because I'm a Packer fan, and that would have benefited me, obviously, giving Aaron Rodgers the ball back. But I felt like, it was what they were doing all game, and I felt like it should have continued. Now, does that make the call a bad call? Not at all, because it was a penalty. But if you're going to let them play, let them play. And I think we're going to see that today. Jake, I completely agree with you. I think we're going to see that they're going to let them play. They're going to let the players decide this game and not the refs, because I think that referees sometimes actually impact the game way far more than they need to.
Right.
Also, just want to jump in real quick. Susan Mueller says hi, Zach.
My mom.
Shout out to Susan for coming through. We greatly appreciate it. But I mean, boys, here's the thing: is that whether it was going to be Mahomes or Brady or Mahomes or Rodgers, we're going to get treated to a great quarterback matchup, and I think we got a great quarterback matchup today. And Kramer, I'm going to look for these two guys to play well today.
Mm-hmm. I would have said the same thing. And then, hey, Dunk, quick question for you, too. So we just hired a new defensive coordinator. What are your thoughts about him?
You know what? I'm not surprised. Works out there in LA with Sean McVay. Matt LaFleur and Sean McVay are good friends. Matt LaFleur honestly probably consulted with Sean McVay about that guy to see what he was kind of like. And I think a lot of the Packer fans that are saying, "Oh, this dude's a horrible hire." I mean, you can't look at his past. Um, I think you look at the past, but also you don't take that fully into account. I mean, Matt LaFleur, when he came to Green Bay, had the 27th ranked offense, and then you gave him Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, that bad man that he is, Aaron Rodgers. You give him all those guys, and now he's riding with the number one offense in the league this season. I think it's going to be the same for this guy. I think he's going to come in there. He's going to be a new person, just a new kind of feel in that locker room, and I think it'll be a good thing. I definitely think that this guy, he has a lot of talent on that defense. I think I point to Zadarius Smith, Kenny Clark. Me and Jake talk extensively about Jair Alexander and how he is a very underrated cornerback in the NFL. I think he's definitely underappreciated for what he does. I mean, he pretty much shut down the entire side of the field in that Buccaneers game and picked off Tom Brady twice. I mean, you don't see many cornerbacks doing that. But Kramer, Jake? What are your thoughts? I would ask you now. What are your thoughts on the hire?
They did need a new one, I guess you could say. But at the end of the season, as a Bears fan, I'm a Bears fan, so you could see the Packers defense getting better. And that was the question at the beginning of the year was how far will they go with this defense? And, I agreed, Brett, that the defense against Tampa Bay, besides the first half, if you look at the second half, made the plays for them to come back,
Yeah.
The defense held the Rams. The defense, the last couple of weeks of the regular season was doing pretty good. Maybe it just took some chemistry, some games against other teams to get it going. So, maybe maybe next year at this time we're saying no, it was a good one. But as of right now, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if making this move will change anything. We'll see.
And especially for them to hire a defensive coordinator so fast, that was extremely fast. Like, why don't you take time to decide who you're gonna go after? Like, I know you want to build a winning culture, and they have the last 2 years. They made it to the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
But your defense, I mean, the year before that, when we went 11-3, played San Francisco, I just thought that was a lucky year for us, honestly, because our defense was atrocious, and we somehow stayed in ball games and somehow won. But
Kramer, the reason we stay in ball games, I mean, this
is Aaron Rodgers.
Is that man that he is, Aaron Rodgers.
Get your man some help, and maybe he can win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. I'm agreeing with Jake there. I mean, I know Jake's a Bear fan, but I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I agree totally. And you know what, Kramer? It's funny because a lot of times on this show we're obviously talking Rodgers and Brady and Mahomes are like the three guys we talk the most about. And when you look at Mahomes and you look at Brady and you look at their supporting cast compared to Rodgers, I mean,
as of this year.
Well, as of this year, yeah. But that's what we're going off of. I mean, you got Tyreek and Kelsey, who obviously I think are, probably the best wide receiver tight end duo in the league. And then you take a look at Tampa Bay. You have Evans, you have Godwin, you have Gronkowski, you have Rojo, you have Leonard Fournette. You have all these guys, and you also have Antonio Brown now added into that mix. AB business is moving. I'm happy that he's back in the league, getting his life back on track. I'm really happy for Antonio. But I think, yes, you do need to definitely put pieces around Rodgers. Here's the thing, is whether people are going to say this or not, the Jordan Love pick, it's over with. I'll tell you this. If Aaron Rodgers keeps playing like he is, Jordan Love might not see the field for the Green Bay Packers. Because last year, what it looked like, Aaron Rodgers has 3-4 MVP years left in him, which the NFL's put on notice. And I mean, Tom Brady's still doing it at 43. And I don't think that man's slowing down anytime soon either. So we might have two guys going into their late 40s playing some of their best football.
For sure. But you brought up a good point. I don't think people talk about this. It's a good question. Why isn't Tariq why isn't Hill considered a top 5 wide receiver? You know what I'm saying? It's always D-Hop, Adams, Julio. You know, it's those players.
Yep.
I think this playoff run has made a big impact on that. Because you and I, like, we've never mentioned him once as a top 5 wide receiver. You know, I think you could argue that he might be the best wide receiver in the game. I'm going to say that right now. The dude can change the game. As you can see, literally just on a 5-yard slant play, made it into 71 yards, and no one was going to stop him. He had to go out of bounds. He had to be the person to do it. Thanks, Mom. But no, that's what I'm saying. But, you know, the Bears, God forbid they stink, but the Bears, at least we have gone all in at least a couple times. We got Khalil Mack, you know, we brought in Hicks, we brought in, you know, we're getting pieces. Do we use them right? God, no. No, we've never used them right. You know, when it was Jay Cutler, we know we brought in Jay Cutler, Brandon Marshall, we had Martellus Bennett. You know, we brought players in. We tried to go all in.
Right.
And
you know,
best kickers in the league to do the double.
We have great kickers. We really do. If you want to be a kicker, you should always go to the Bears. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Aaron Rodgers is, you know, earlier in his career, you know, he had like Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, Nelson, the big tight end Finley. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Then, you know, when he was skinny, you had your running back. What was his name? I already forget it.
Eddie Lacy.
Eddie Lacy. You know, he had some features.
Cheeseburger Lacy.
Exactly. So, you know, you had the players then, and, you know, the defense with, you know, you had Clay Matthews, BJ Raji, AJ
Nick Collins, baby.
He's Raji, man. That dude.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you know, you sort of went in all then, and, you know, you didn't win then, but that's
well,
I just wanted to throw the jab out there.
And Jake, here's the thing: is that you
we can look at this too with all our
yeah.
Like that.
Here's the thing. Though.
I need another one up there.
Here's the thing, though, is that if you look at those Packer teams in 2010 and 2011, you look at a Super Bowl team, and you look at obviously a team that went 15-1, sadly lost in the playoffs that year. But you look at those teams, and you look when Rodgers has guys around him that can step up, that can play well, and Aaron does the job. I mean, even this year, I think I was really impressed with what Aaron did. You know, and I'm really impressed with some of the guys that stepped up this year. You look at a guy like MVS. I love MVS. Packer Nation Packer Nation really doesn't like him because, you know, he'll drop the ball occasionally. But I'll tell you this. You know who dropped balls? Devontae Adams, Jordan Nelson, Greg Jennings. All these guys have dropped balls early in their career. I mean,
those darts.
I mean, here's the thing, is that the Packers do need to figure out a way how to go all in, and whether that is getting an elite defense again, like they had in 2010, getting elite weapons around Aaron Rodgers like they did in 2010, 2011. You got to put it all together, and I'll tell you this, I think we got the guys to do it. Mark Murphy, Brian Gutekunst, Matt LaFleur. Me and Jake always talk about Matt LaFleur and how he's an underrated coach. I mean, you know, Jake, you don't think he's over? Come on, man.
Oh my God, yeah. How you went into the best situation possible. You have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. Aaron Rodgers tells Matt LaFleur what to do. You went into a winning culture. How long has the Packers been winning for? 30 years, you would say? Would you say 30?
It's been a while.
About 3 decades, right? 30 years. Matt LaFleur, all he has to do, clap his hands and give a handshake out when they score a touchdown. That's all he has to do. And just show up to meetings. That's all he has to do. Because you don't have to worry about the offense. The only thing you had to worry about was just how many points you had to score in order to. That's my.
Well, and I think too, you know, LaFleur, I think he's only going to continue to get better.
Yep.
I think too, he needs to get better situationally. I mean,
that field goal.
Well, that, and also at the end of the half, I don't know how. You decide to play man coverage when they have 8 seconds left and no timeouts. He has to get a little bit better situationally, but I love Matt LaFleur. He's my guy, but
When
you
you can't blame LaFleur for that one. Why didn't the cornerback just be like, what? No. End zone. End zone.
Right. Why haven't the Packers cut Kevin King yet?
I mean, here's the thing.
As I heard from one of my uncles the other night, he said he should have been cut in the second half of that game.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Zach, I mean, he'll eventually leave. I mean, I don't think he's going to return next year. I would be shocked if he did. Obviously, a lot of people know how I feel about Kevin King. I'm not a huge fan of his. I think he's a potato chip. Gets hurt too much. Doesn't really play that great of coverage. Gets toasted like bread. Like I had this morning. Had some raisin toast. Put that shit in the toaster.
That's his nickname. They call him Toast. That's literally what they call him, is Toast. I was like, I did not hear that one.
But I mean, guys, here's the thing: is it's going to be a crazy offseason, and I can't wait to talk some offseason. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of fun. Mock draft 1.0 next week. Also, website 2 weeks from now as well. Working on that. Working on some big things. Jake, I will say, man, you growing out a little beard there, man. Looking good.
He's been trying to grow that since junior year.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Who the heck is this guy?
You remember? No. You remember we would be in the locker room before practice, and you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna grow this whole thing out."
As we've all seen, I can. We all seen we can, but this isn't about my manhood. Kramer, I got one last question for you, my man, and we kind of touched base with it with Mukwensky for a bit. Do you think Deshaun Watson is going to get traded? If so, where's the most likely spot he's ending up to?
The Jets.
Well, he says the Jets. That's different. Why do you think the Jets?
I've been doing some rating and stuff, and he's been looking at his options more towards teams that are struggling, and I think he wants to be a part. I don't know why, but he said Jets is one of his top offers as his team destinations to go to. Like, I don't know why he would want to go to the Jets. Like, go to a franchise that's like the Bears, for instance. Let's say they went 8-8 this year and still made the playoffs.
Yep.
Like, let's not. We don't need to talk about them.
No. I'm just saying, like, why doesn't he go to a team like that actually needs a quarterback? I mean, yeah, you brought in Nick Foles. Nick Foles kind of struggled through the year, and then they put in Mitchell Trubisky, and oh god. But I mean, I think a good destination would be either Chicago or New York.
What about Miami? How are you feeling about that? You know, you trade Tua and maybe some draft picks, and then
I don't know why he would trade Tua, because I think Tua is on the rise. I think he's going to be a really good quarterback coming up. I mean, he played a few games this year and played pretty well. I mean, he had one bad game. I mean, you can't be game.
But Duenkel, you know who that backup quarterback is in Miami, right?
Oh, Fitzmagic.
But hey, do you think there's a possibility though that Tua isn't as good as Deshaun?
Deshaun is definitely better than Tua.
So then why wouldn't you trade? Why would you trade Tua? Maybe Fitzmagic for Deshaun. That could be the missing piece, man. I'm just saying. If I was Deshaun Watson,
well,
you wanted out of Texans, I would go to Miami. I would request Miami.
Hey, I think it's going to be interesting. This could be an interesting story to follow. Kramer, thank you so much for joining us today. Spend some time with us on this busy Super Bowl Sunday we got going on. Jake Mueller's out here commenting and at the same time doing the show. He says go Bucks today. Oh shoot, Riley Burbach out here. Deshaun is proven. You trade to 100%. Riley Burbach making big statements. Riley, I like him, man. But Kramer, we thank you so much for hanging out. You're picking the Chiefs today, right, man?
Sure. Hey, Jake, if the Buccaneers win today, I will buy a Tom Brady jersey. I will make a deal with you. Shake on it, air shake. I will buy a Tom Brady jersey if the
clip that.
Oh, we will. Oh, we will. That's going up on the IG before the game.
Hey,
But
by the way, they're like $130, so get ready for it.
Kramer, thank you for me and Jake. We greatly appreciate it. You have a good day, bud.
You
Can't wait to see your mic drop video, brother. Thank you for bringing the truth.
Either Monday or Tuesday.
All right, awesome, man. Hey, Kramer, we'd love to have you on the show during the off season too. Maybe with me and Jake talk some free agency stuff like that.
Absolutely, I'd be 100%. Oh, you want to hit the links, Jake? I'd be down too. Let's do it.
I don't know. John Marquinski and I are pretty good at golf, man.
Hey, should we do a Duenkel Productions versus Zach Kramer? Golfing this summer, man. Me and Jake versus you and one of your members on your squad.
It could be whatever. It could be a 10v1. You name it.
Kramer, we'll give you a handicap. Don't worry, man. We'll give you a handicap.
You'll have to give me a handicap. I suck. But all right, boys. Kramer, appreciate it, man. You have a great day, man.
All right, boys. Take care.
All right, you too.
Zach Kramer.
Hey, Jake, yes, sir. Hey, Jake, we've kind of settled into the show. I feel like we're kind of finding our flow. First, 10 minutes, we were a little we're just kind of, getting into it. And now I feel like we're hitting our stride at the right time during this show. But hey, Jake, we're about 40 minutes in. Let's get a poll check for the boys.
All right. Check the comments too. See if anybody said anything worth the road.
I've been putting them up there. Last one was you, Burbank, Max Paw said a couple things.
All right, boy, these polls are looking pretty one-sided, my man.
All right. Hey, Jake, before you run through the polls, let's bring on our 11:45 guest. My guy, LeBron fan, big LeBron fan, Bucks fan, Packers fan, writer for Wisconsin Heroics, writer for Borderfield Sports. My guy, one of my good friends, Andrew.
Keep them coming.
Andrew Oaks. What's up, Andrew?
What's going on, guys?
Welcome to Super Bowl Sunday via the
Thank you, sir.
Productions on YouTube.
Thank you, sir.
You know what, man? Me, Jake Mueller, talking some football. We're happy to have you on this packed Super Bowl Sunday show.
Yeah,
we got a lot of guests. But Andrew, let's start off with how you're doing.
Doing well, man. I can't wait to 5:30 start from the Super Bowl, and it seems like time's never going to come. I'm kind of just trying to do things to pass the time. It's freezing in Wisconsin right now, so can't really go out and do something. So just kind of looking forward to that game starting later on, and I think it's going to be a good one either way. So,
all right, Andrew, if you don't mind, Jake was just about to run through our poll totals for today. We got about 6 polls rolling on the Instagram account. Andrew, we do things glitchy out here on the Sunday show. Jake's out here running polls and doing stuff like that, man. It's awesome. But when Jake's checking polls, a lot went down last night, man. I mean, Rodgers winning MVP, Packers hiring a defensive coordinator. Obviously Super Bowl today. I mean, we've had the pleasure of having a lot of stuff to talk about today. So, I would like to get your thoughts. So, Rodgers MVP without a doubt, right? I mean, there's never a doubt.
Even I'm a huge Mahomes fan, and even I couldn't put him over Rodgers. I mean, you look at Rodgers' numbers are actually they're not only comparable but arguably better than his previous 2 MVP seasons. So to me, he was a no-brainer choice. It was no shock to me at all. I think the debate there would have been should he have gotten Offensive Player of the Year as well. I'm not mad about Derrick Henry getting it. I'm not mad about that. You rush over 2,000 yards. That's a pretty good season, and he kind of carried that Titans team. Tannehill's pretty solid, but obviously Henry's kind of the guy that the defense focuses around. So, MVP number 3 for Rodgers. It would have been nice to get a second Super Bowl ring for his legacy, but an MVP never hurts, and I think he definitely deserved it for sure. Absolutely.
Maybe next year, man. Maybe next year. But Jake, we got the polls, man. What's going on?
All right, so for who's winning the Super Bowl, Chiefs or Bucks, it's a heavy favorite towards the Chiefs at 72% to the Bucks 28%. Yeah, very heavy. It's very heavy one side, as you know. So you guys went through all that. So then the next one is going to be the coin toss. That's a big debate. This year's a really big debate with the gambling. So you got heads or tails. It's a 50-50 split. So I don't know, but
if it'll be heads or tails.
Yeah, so it's 50.
Right.
It's a huge topic. People are betting big money on it.
I mean, Pat dropped $30K on tails.
Yeah,
That's great.
So for passing yards, Mahomes or Brady, we got an 82% for actually just went up. So now it's 85% Mahomes that he's going to have more passing yards. Most combined yards, is it going to be Hill or Kelsey or Evan and Godwin? Heavy favorite for Hill and Kelsey at 88%. And then for the first touchdown is actually towards the Buccaneers at 62%. And then most receiving yards is going to go for the tight ends, Kelsey or Gronk. It's going to go to Kelsey with 75%. Will there be a defensive touchdown in the game at all? No, is the majority at 62%. And then for our fans who they're rooting for, not necessarily who they think are going to win, is at 56%. And then the final one is the Super Bowl MVP. So it's either Mahomes, Brady, or other. And that's so we just only have votes for that. So it's 3 for Mahomes, 4 for Brady, and 4 for others. So we'll see how that goes throughout the day. Super Bowl is in 5.5 hours. So yeah, it's gonna be an eventful day. I was listening on the combo a little bit while I was pulling those up.
Jake, why don't you ask Andrew about some Super Bowl questions? See if he's rooting for your guy today, man.
No, a lot of people are going opposite on this one, but obviously I'm a big Tom Brady fan. All right, so I'll call myself a bandwagon. I'll do it.
Sure.
But even besides Super Bowl, so like Duenkel said, you're part of Wisconsin Heroics. I was just introduced by them from Duenkel, so I got to know that. So I follow you guys on Facebook and all that. If you have you guys already, we got a good following right now, so make sure you guys go follow that right now.
Yeah.
So I'm briefed in a little bit. How do you like working there? Like, what do you do when it comes to Wisconsin Heroics?
So I started back in August, and it's pretty great, man. I mean, I recap and preview, the Bucks games, things like that, and write a couple of separate articles that maybe be like anything from, if Giannis can catch Michael Jordan as the GOAT, or who's which I don't think is happening, but articles to get views, things like that. Obviously, want to keep it truthful, but anything to catch the reader's eye, man. It's pretty much up to your choice what you want to write about, anything within the Wisconsin sports teams type stuff. So I chose Bucks. I could have chose Packers, Brewers. We have outdoor sports, fishing, all that kind of thing. So I've been there for a few months. I like it a lot, and now just trying to kind of branch out beyond just Wisconsin, obviously, because once I get past the Packers, I'm kind of like a player fan more than a team fan. So like Dunk was saying, I kind of started at Border Fuel as well, because that's kind of, they let you do more than just Wisconsin. So
yeah, I've also started there as well. Big announcement, bro.
Oh yeah, congrats, man! Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Hey, I'll tell you this, just real quick, Jake. Don't mean to cut you off, but Andrew, man, I know I said it on the podcast probably 3 or 4 times now, but really happy that I became your friend. You're a great guy, and I was happy that I sent you a message right away about being on the Super Bowl show, and you're like, hell yeah, let's do it, let's go. And I was like,
of course, man. I've been bugging you to get on here. I've been bugging you like every week, like, hey, when can let's do it on the show? Like, so
yeah. I mean, hey, we're always looking for new people, and I figured Super Bowl week I think we got like Jake, 9 or 10 guests today, so we are guest heavy today. But
yeah. Here, I'll ask one question besides football, because I'm into all sports. So I'm an NBA fan. I'm a Bulls fan. Obviously, you're a Bucks fan. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's not a good time to be a Bulls fan, but promising.
Yeah.
Do you think that this year the Bucks have a great shot of going to the finals? Not win it, just go to the finals this year.
I must be one of the only fans that does not think we have much of a chance. I'm not saying the Bucks fans aren't objective, but I do feel like sometimes your fandom can get in the way of literally looking at what's happened in the past. I mean, yes, we do have Drew Holiday instead of Eric Bledsoe, but when I look at Brooklyn, they're a crazy top 3, assuming they all play. And I still think they're going to make a move, at the trade deadline for a defensive player. I think they're going to try anyways. And I've seen talks of them trying to get Drummond and other guys in the buyout market. I think, Philly looks really, really good right now. I don't know how much I trust Ben Simmons any more than I trust Giannis in the playoffs, but I don't know, man. Until I see it, I can't believe it, dude. I can't ignore what I saw happen to Giannis the last 2 years now, especially last year, and to say, oh yeah, they're going to be in the finals. I like Boston more than Milwaukee. I like Miami. If Miami can get their stuff, I don't know what is going on with them. I know Butler's going out, but so yeah, I mean, I don't see. I know, Dunk, you disagree with that. I can tell, but
well, I mean,
must be
here's
crazy,
the thing.
but
Here's the thing, dude, is that it's not for me about the offense of the Nets. It's about the defense. I mean, they can't stop anybody.
oh, for sure, yeah.
I mean, and their post game is horrible. I mean, you put Giannis, you put Lopez on the block. I mean, heck, I think when the Nets and Lakers play, I think AD about to drop 40 points.
They play soon, right?
Yeah, I think it's in a week or two. But Andrew, here's the thing: is I think the Nets are a good team. I think they definitely have a great shot at making the championship. But I also think that let's take into account the Bucks. Let's take into account the Sixers. I mean, let's take into account the Boston Celtics. I think everyone's kind of just forgotten about them. I mean, Jaylen Brown, he's playing at a crazy level right now. Jason Tatum dropped 34 last night. That team is full of dudes that are ready to roll, ready to rumble. But I think here's the thing, Andrew, is if you're a Bucks fan, you got to feel like you're probably the fourth or fifth best team in the NBA, and you got a good shot of making it to the title. Now, with that being said, I mean, no one's beating the Lake Show this year. Mic drop for the boys. No one's stopping LeBron James playing. I think he even said it the other day. It feels like he's playing his best basketball in year 18, which is absolutely amazing. And Andrew, I was saving this question for somebody, and Jake, I want you to weigh in on this too. But what does it say about LeBron James and Tom Brady that they're doing it at this level for this long, both with 10 championship appearances apiece, which is the most of anybody in NBA, NFL, NHL, and MLB? That's the two. Those guys have the two most appearances. Jake, I'll start with you on this. What does it say about those two guys that they're playing at such a high level and respectively? I think this is year 18 for LeBron and year 20 or 21 for Tom.
Yep, 21.
No, I think it shows I don't know if it shows more of them or just the times that we're in now, that what they're able to do with technology and then health and medicine, because it's completely different even just in the last 20 years. LeBron says, yeah, I spend $2 million on my body a year. That's insane. We all know Tom Brady's into his avocado ice cream, which we're probably going to hear about a lot on TV. So I don't know if it's per se them, but it's definitely them doing it. So I'm praising them that they're able to do it, and they're sacrificing a lot so they can be good and continue to be good for years. Tom Brady's 40 years old playing football. That's insane. Getting hit now, and I'm 20 years old getting hit, that hurts. So being a 40-year-old, let's see how that goes. But I think it's pretty cool that they're doing it and they're sustaining their greatness. So, the longer both of them are in their respective leagues, the better it is for them. LeBron James, he throws up the sales. He's a great player. Tom Brady, same as well. So if they're in the league, it's good for sports. So good for them.
Yeah, Jake. Go ahead, Andrew.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say it on Jake's point there with the whole how times have changed is definitely a big factor. I think, like you mentioned, LeBron spent so much money on his body. Obviously, everybody knows about the TB12 method and what Tom Brady does to keep his body healthy. And I think that's the biggest thing for me is that it really is all that. You look at guys like Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony, both came out in the 2003 draft class with LeBron. Dwayne Wade's out of the league, been out of the league for 2 years, and Melo a year or 2 years. And Melo is, kind of on the end of the bench, So, and a lot of that can be attributed to, obviously, injuries and just the breakdown of, their bodies and the differences of how LeBron has handled that, with the exception of, that pulled or torn groin muscle. So I think that has a big thing to do with it, obviously. And what they're doing is truly amazing, man. Tom Brady at 43 years old, it's almost my dad's age. That's not too much younger than my own father. So to see him out there doing that, and yeah, I mean, I'm 23 years old, and when I play basketball at the Y, my legs hurt for 2 days afterwards. So I can only imagine. How he's doing it, I don't know, man, but it is a testament to their greatness. And everybody loves to compare Michael Jordan and LeBron. I think the real comparison is LeBron and Tom Brady. If we're going to compare two people, I think if you look at their careers, the longevity of their careers, and how they've just dominated their respective conferences. I mean, it's amazing, man. And now, ironically enough, LeBron went from the East to the West, wins a ring there. Tom Brady goes from the AFC to the NFC, is on the brink of winning a ring there. I mean, it truly is just amazing. So we're really blessed to be able to watch them both, definitely.
Andrew, I think that's a great comparison, honestly. I think if you're talking about two guys, and I think these guys too, I mean, Tom and LeBron have had great impact off the court as well. I think that Tom is one of the nicest guys. He was one of the first people to speak up when all the racial injustice stuff was going on this summer. He was one of the first guys to speak up and say, it's time to make a change. Obviously, there were many other people involved, but he was one of the first people to kind of join that with LeBron and many others. And I think that really speaks to Tom, and it really speaks to LeBron that it is really bigger than football, and it's also about playing the sport that you love. And these guys have been doing it at an insanely high level. I mean, when you turn on the game and watch these two gentlemen, you know that you're going to get their very best every night on a nightly basis. And I mean, if Tom and LeBron aren't in the championship game, it's almost a surprise.
Yep.
Totally agree. I mean, if you think about it, back in the day for Michael Jordan, like when he was a rookie, if you watch The Last Dance, he was saying like, yeah, the guys would have beers at halftime and smoke a cigarette with the coaches. So like times have changed 100%. Yeah. And I think that's it's a good comparison of like careers, like not necessarily for like, the sport, but like more for like the careers of like Tom Brady and LeBron James. Tom Brady's without a doubt the GOAT of football, and like LeBron's like a good second place, obviously behind Michael Jordan. I got you, Duenkel. So no, I think that's a really good comparison though. 100%. So
I'm not gonna let you get away with that easily. Jake, first of all, I will not let you get away with that one. LeBron and Michael Jordan are 1A, 1B. You can rank them however you choose to. Me and Andrew choose to vault LeBron ahead of Michael Jordan, because he's a bad man. Andrew, you disagree? You think Jordan better?
I grew up, I can't even overstate. There was two people growing up that I was obsessed with, Michael Jordan and Spider-Man. Okay. And Michael Jordan, man, I idolized him like nothing I've ever, like I can still remember the feeling I got just seeing the number 23 on his jersey. As cheesy as it sounds, I'm serious. Like it was that, I was obsessed with him, and growing up, that's who I wanted to be. And when I look at his career and you watch The Last Dance, had an effect on a lot of people, man. And
part 2's coming out.
6 rings. Part 2 coming. Really?
They said they didn't use all the footage. More is coming.
That doesn't do. LeBron's gonna have his documentary coming out eventually, and that's gonna be some powerful stuff too. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's super close. I think LeBron has done more with less for sure, but Jordan's career, man, is impressive. I think LeBron gets one longevity, but.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man who flips burgers like no one else, compared to SpongeBob SquarePants, the man who drives the foreign, the man who everyone strives to be, David Schmelk. Yes.
Hey,
David, what up, man?
Hey, not much. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, you're good, David. But Andrew, before we let you go, man, pick for tonight who's gonna win, and what's the score, and who's gonna win MVP? Who you got and why?
All right, this was tough. I went back and forth on this before I got on here, and I'm going to go Chiefs 38, Buccaneers 33, and I've got Patrick Mahomes winning Super Bowl MVP again. So,
All right.
high score.
Andrew, we thank you so much for coming on, being a part of Super Bowl Sunday. We greatly appreciate you. You have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl, my man.
You too, guys. Stay warm.
You too. You too.
Peace out, buddy.
See ya.
So,
Hey, hold on. I like Andrew. We need him on the show more. I like that guy. He's a good guy. I want him on.
Andrew's great. Also, Jake, we have cracked the first hour in the Super Bowl Sunday show. We are now an hour into this show, and now we have a man, David Schmuck, who is on the far right, I believe.
Yep.
I'm not sure, but David, how are you, man? Are you excited for the game? Who do you think is going to win, man? Let's hear a prediction because I know you got to go to work, man.
yeah. So, sorry, Jake. I think the Chiefs are going to win this one. Here's why. Okay. Tom Brady is not as familiar with the Buccaneers as Patrick Mahomes is with the Chiefs. And I think that's going to play a key difference in tonight's game. So I think the Chiefs are going to win this one. However,
Okay.
I do think it's going to be close, so it could go either way.
Okay. Respectable. That's a respectable claim. That's the first one we've heard of that. Usually it's the weapons or coaching, but I like that one. Now,
I think it's a great point, though. I do.
it is. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's a great point. Now, David, who do you think is going to be the biggest factor in the game? It doesn't necessarily have to be the winning team, but the biggest factor.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, obviously, there's going to be 20-something thousand fans there. So that's probably going to make somewhat of a difference because all season there haven't been really any fans at any games, or at least not as much at some stadiums. So I think having fans there is going to make somewhat of an impact, despite the fact that it's only a portion of what we usually have. It's better than nothing. Not only that, but I think that let's see, what else would be a factor?
You think anybody on the defensive side could make a big factor for one of these teams?
I think that the Chiefs' defensive side could be an impact because the offensive line for the Buccaneers, based on what I've heard, is somewhat decent, but they got their struggles, so that could be a factor as well. But other than that, those would be the main factors.
100%. I totally agree with you on that. This is going to be a good game. A lot of people are saying it's going to be a high-scoring game, which I can concur to that. With the Brady being the GOAT and all, and then you got little Mahomes on the rise. It's going to be a pretty nice game here. I'm just going to go through these comments real quick. Because Duenkel's not here to post them. So we got Riley Burbach. He says same goes for the Packer fans, followed by Max Paul. MJ's the GOAT. And he actually said, psych, MJ's number 1, LeBron's number 3, and Jake Mueller's number 2. I used to play a little basketball back in the day. If you didn't know that, David, I used to play a little bit.
I know.
Co-ed team. It was a co-ed team at the time. Yeah. Huh?
I played ball against you, remember?
Yeah, I think I dunked on you. So now we're back again with JPP and Honey Badger are going to be the biggest factors. I can see that, JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, the Frenchman, the man with the big old grill in his mouth. If he can get into Mahomes' grill, that's a game over for Mahomes. And then if you look on the opposite side for the Honey Badger, man, if he hits real nice, he's a big player like that. And if he can get some interceptions or just disturb it a little bit, that's also a big factor. So I like Riley Burbach's comment on that. But totally. Now, David, I didn't want you just coming on here, grilling you these tough questions. I want to get to what grill really matters, and that's at Five Guys. What's the secret to the best burger? Because obviously you say Five Guys is the best burger. Why is it so good?
High quality.
Oh, quality.
Because we don't need any seasoning for our burgers. We just have high quality product and also high quality produce such as toppings and stuff like that, and buns and stuff like that. All bacon is
quality
difference.
So that's just it. Quality's it.
Quality and cooking, yeah.
Now, do you do some cooking? You do chef it up a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not the best cook, but I can cook if needed.
I understand. I get that. Yeah, you know, these are the questions people want to know. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta ask. But that's awesome. How's life going though? How you doing?
It's going pretty good. I'm exhausted. I worked or not worked. I got home at like 1 last night, so
Woo. Woo.
yeah.
Hey,
And today I'm working a 11-hour shift or so, so it's gonna be a tough one.
on a federal holiday, Super Bowl Sunday, Tom Brady Day, making you work. I can't believe that. I feel like everything should be closed for Tom Brady Day.
I don't know about that. Hey, I will say this though, since Brett's back, I enjoyed the Buccaneers whooping the Packers' ass 2 weeks ago.
Oh God. Hey, David, this is your first and last time on the show now because of that comment right there.
Yeah, man. Sorry, Brett. But
You don't have to respond. You don't have to respond to that.
Here's Daddy Brady spanked.
Oh my God!
Be real.
David, keep it clean, please. David, keep it clean, please.
That was clean.
Good boy, Leo. Gosh, I don't know how I can't say a question or I can't get a conversation after something like that, my man. You're wild now. But actually,
Packers booty. How about that? Is that a little bit more clean?
We got. Oh, can you put that back up? Can you put that comment back up? All right, so we got Big B, Tom Brady. Tom Brady Day. I like that. You hear that dunk? Not Aaron Rodgers Day. Brady Day. It's Brady Day.
Hey, Burbach, don't pile on, man. I'll let you have your moment.
Hey, but I got a fellow Bears fan out with me, so we got David here. David, you know, the Bears shouldn't have made the playoffs. We all understand that.
Yeah.
We all understand that, but we did.
The Brett, maybe.
That shows success in my book. We can lose and still be in the playoffs. The Bears fans, we know our season ends week 16. The Packer fans don't really understand that their season usually ends around 19, 18. They get a couple more games. We end up in the same book, right? I just like making fun of Uncle. Now, as a Bears fan, what do you think we need most? Do you think we need a quarterback, offensive line, or new coaching?
Honestly, I think it's the offensive line.
There we go. All right, someone's in my – I believe the same.
Yeah, because the offensive line is key to giving the quarterback time. And if we rush the quarterback, then that leads to all the mistakes. So I think that might be the key issue here. If we fix our offensive line, then that could get rid of half of our interception or bad pass problems.
I agree with you because if you look at this –
Kramer, get out of here with that. Seriously. I don't need your hate. Come on, man. Get you out of here. Come on, man.
Jake, who do you want to be the next QB? Of the Bears? Of the Bears. I comment if it's for the Bears. I want to make sure.
I think it's the Bears, Jake.
I want to see a comment. I want to see the comment.
Burbach, give us a comment for the Bears.
So for me, I agree with David. I think it's the offensive line.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
If you look at the statistics, Tom Brady has a 5.2 average drop back time.
Ooh, Jake with that exact stat.
If you look at, actually, it wasn't Mitch Trubisky. If you look at the Bears quarterback, so it was Foles and you got Mitch Trubisky. Guess how long how short they had to throw the ball. All right, I got you, bro. They had 1.9 seconds on average to throw the ball. You can't win a game. You can't throw a pass in 1.9. I don't even think I could get out of this chair in 1.9 seconds. So that's what I got to say. Personally, I don't know. I don't know, man. So you can draft a good lineman in later rounds. You know, you can get them early on, whatever. I think this draft for the Bears needs to be to get offensive line and defensive line. I think maybe you have to trade Khalil Mack away to get picks and to get your future going. Because let's be real, the Bears aren't going to win the Super Bowl in the next 5 years. So I think you could start trading them away. Oh my God. Okay, so do like an Oklahoma City, the Thunder. Just get crap ton of picks. Because what's the best currency in football or in any sport?
Draft
First round
picks.
pick. It's the first round
Draft picks.
pick. I don't care what you guys say. That and a quarterback if you're going football. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
your best
man.
currency.
I know what you mean, Jake.
All right, now I got to answer this question from Big B, RB. We got to come up with a nickname for Ribe man. All right, so let's see a quarterback. No, I can see Deshaun. I like Deshaun. I like how he's mobile. I like how he's mobile. I like how he's I don't want to see Carson Wentz. God forbid he ever touches a Bears uniform. I'll be actually kind of pissed. You know, if I saw Tom Brady in a Bears uniform, that dunk. You think the Bears go for Justin Fields? I don't want Justin Fields either.
I'll answer that next, Jake. Finish. I'll answer that next.
You know, I don't want Sam Darnold either. I heard that one too.
Dude, Sam Darnold better than Wentz, so.
Oh, for sure. And it's not as big of a contract. Right. I would want to see if the players that are available. I thought maybe we had a chance at Matthew Stafford. I thought
Matt Stafford.
Exactly. I thought that could have been cool, but you know, out of the quarterbacks available, give me Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh.
Jay, say it, man.
Oh, it's magic. No, I want to. I would go. He's just proven, like you said earlier. I would go for Deshaun Watson, and but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I think Mitch Trubisky's a decent enough quarterback for what the position we're in, but that's my take on that. All right, Duenkel, you got a question towards you.
Let me get to Riley Burbach's question. The GOAT, the man, one of my good friends out there. Riley, shout out for coming through the live stream, even though that you're making fun of me and whatnot. Should the Bears go get Justin Fields? Honestly, man, I mean, Justin Fields, I don't feel like he'd be a great fit with Chicago. I don't think they have a good enough O-line to, protect him, give Fields time. I think what you saw in Ohio State, the games where Fields was very successful, he had a good O-line, good skill positions around him. Honestly, I think the perfect fit for Justin Fields is the Atlanta Falcons. You have Julio Jones, you have Calvin Ridley, you have a decent offensive lineman. I feel like that'd be a good fit. Now, I don't think the Bears are going to go after Justin Fields because I don't think Justin Fields will be there when they pick. I think Fields will either go to probably Atlanta, maybe Carolina. I've heard they might want to take a quarterback, possibly Detroit as well. Matt Ryan to the Bears then? I mean, Matt Ryan, maybe. I mean, I don't think he's getting traded out of there. I think that Matt Ryan's going to play 1 or 2 more years. I think they probably draft someone. They're going to let someone come in and sit behind Fields, and it's gonna work out well. It'll be interesting. But Jake, question for you here: Mac and 5 to 6 first rounders for Deshaun? Question mark.
I just think because and then we'll get back to David, but I just think with the Bears, the only reason why there's a drop off for Mac is because there's no one else. We either traded everyone else away or they already left for free agents. So he's getting double, triple team. So, and because there was injuries. So I think for the both parties, for player and franchise, I think it's better for them both. Mac, you're not in your prime anymore. You're on the tail end of it. Get out of town while you can. Try to go to a winning franchise or a different franchise and, do something down there because they're not going to win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years. So, get as much assets as you can and then build from there. So I think I wouldn't say clear house because you got a lot of young talent and it's kind of promising, but players like that. So like Mac, Keem Hicks, Danny Trevathan, probably Hasta Luego for them. Probably Hasta Luego for Nick Foles too. So that's what I'm going to say. And then he followed up with the question, Matt Ryan to the Bears then after your little spiel there. Yeah. I would not want Matt Ryan. No, I'm picky.
He's old and he's got a big contract. But David, man, I want to ask you, man. What do you think next year is going to look like in the NFL? You think there are going to be a lot of moves? We've obviously seen Stafford leave. We've heard Deshaun Watson's out the door. We've heard Andrew Luck may come back. Do you see a lot of moves this offseason? In the NFL?
Really? Deshaun Watson's out the door?
Yeah, he requested a trade, man. I think he about to get traded. Teams that are in the running, me and Jake have heard Dolphins, Jets, 49ers, Bears, and Indianapolis Colts. But
Oh.
I believe that's a long shot because in division trades like that usually don't happen.
So for the NFL, I heard there's something about Rodgers possibly leaving.
No,
or taking
that's not
I
happening.
don't know about that.
No,
Like
that's
that
not
seems
happening. That's not
Uh,
happening, man.
I think there's gonna be more fans next season though, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So other than that, I'm not exactly sure.
I agree. Okay, fair enough. So, to kind of get like in this holy holiday that we're in, do you think Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time? That was a question I just saw. Do you think he's the greatest quarterback of all time? Football player too.
I don't know about all time, but he's
Ooh.
definitely one of them.
Who do you consider greatest all time then?
Jeez. That is a tough question, man.
Hey,
I don't
right. All questions don't need answers. All questions don't need answers. That's why that's just the thing, though. We're gonna run through these polls real quick.
There is a greatest running back though that I know of.
Walter Payton.
Exactly.
Hey, man. I've mentioned that. I mentioned on this show that my dad met him one time, right? Duenkel, I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I just want to make sure we all knew that one because he's a great guy. So there's actually a trade that just happened in the NBA for Derrick Rose to the Knicks. The Knicks are trading Dennis Smith Jr. and draft picks for D Rose. So he's headed back to New York City.
That's honestly a really good trade.
That was just announced. It's nearing agreement is the official terminology that they are using on ESPN.
Hey, Burbach's hitting us with another question here. Where do you think Deshaun is going? I think 49ers, he'd win MVP, but if he does, it's going to be TB12 for MVP like Peyton's second year in Denver. To tell you the truth, it's tough to say who's going to win MVP next year because I think there's a lot of guys in the running. Mahomes, Rodgers, obviously Brady's in there. I think honestly Deshaun's probably either going to Miami or the Jets, honestly. I could see the 49ers, but I mean they're looking at Kirk Cousins. I don't know where you guys see Deshaun going, but David, where do you think Deshaun Watson is going to go, man?
I don't know on that.
Fair enough. I think I
actually gotta get going because I gotta leave in a couple minutes. So
I'll go, man.
Hey, David, thank you.
Yeah,
David, thank you so much for coming on the show. We greatly appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and if you want me to talk the day after about the Super Bowl, let me know. I'll try to catch up on it.
Of course, my man. Yeah, drive safe. Good luck. Have fun.
Will do.
David, love you, brother. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys too. See ya.
I love David. So did you get to finish that question?
Yes, I did.
So, all right. So I think it was something like, where's he going? So like a lot of people, there's been a lot of like cryptic messages on Twitter and stuff like that. Like, oh, he's going to the Jets and all that. I think the best fit, like Burbach said, would either be the 49ers or Miami. I keep repeating that. They're just win now teams, especially the 49ers. All the injuries they have, those players are coming back. And guess what? They're going to be probably better than they were because they all had you got to rehab and everything's going to be fresh and loose. Kyle Shanahan, great offensive-minded.
Great, yes.
So I think that's a really good fit. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
What would you have to give up for him? Is that affected? So that's the thing. So, and then if you look at Miami, without a doubt, you're going to have to give up Tua, which I'd be okay with, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Draft picks, Tua. I think Burbach has the right point. I think he should go to the 49ers. And then the second part of that was, but if he doesn't, I'll make that I'll say it's a two-part. Is next year going to be Tom Brady? Will he be an MVP like Peyton's? So a lot of people are saying, knock on wood.
Right.
if Tom Brady wins today, he's just
Right.
going to go up in the sunset. A lot of people saying he's done after this year.
I can see it. I can see it.
I don't see it happening because Gronk just said that he's going to stay for
Right.
next year.
Yeah.
Tom Brady still slinging it like no one's business. He's
Right.
great. He looks
Yeah.
like he's having fun. He's having fun with the new team,
Right.
and he's got 1 year left on his deal.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
now if this was his last year, like contract-wise,
Yeah.
financially-wise,
Yeah.
then I could see the argument of he probably won't be here next year if he wins.
well,
But
I just like personally, Jake, I just think that this is his last best chance. I really do. Like, not saying that they won't get back there. They can't win it next year. I'm just saying that, next year you're obviously talking about. We've talked about Green Bay. We've talked about the Rams now being a formidable team. We've talked about the Chiefs. We've talked about the Bills. We've talked about possibly the Ravens. I mean, I don't know. Lamar Jackson, winning his first playoff game. Maybe he got over that hump of, not being able to win playoff games. But, hey, Jake, just letting you know here, we got 5 minutes before the next guest. So if you need to take like a break for a minute real quick or all right, you're good. You're good. Do it.
I'll put my pants for the show.
Jake, I appreciate you for letting me take that break for a minute there. I really do. Might have to take another one here in an hour or two. We're on the fluids today, man. We're staying hydrated, all that good stuff. But Jake, I think this show today has been awesome. A lot of really good guys so far. John, David, Andrew, Kramer, Burbach has been through here. Coming up though, just to give you guys a little snapshot of what's coming up. We have Zach Brzala joining us here in about 3 to 5 minutes. We have my main man, Gavin Goldstein, joining us in about 3 to 5 minutes. Gavin Goldstein, the bad man that he is.
Hey, I might have to get a sneak peek. I might have to get our famous friend Max Paul. I might have to get his one take of 10-second phone call soon. I don't know.
Dude, let's go, Max Paul, man.
I don't know if he's even watching, so we'll see. Max Paul.
He's commenting. Call him up, Jay. Let's go.
Hey, I don't know. He's a busy guy. I'll see if he comments if he's able to. Max, give me an exclamation point in the chat if you're able to. But no, this is going to be a good game. Right now they're talking about Tom Brady's legacy on ESPN. You got Booger McFarland who's talking about nonsense.
Hey, Max Paul, we love you, brother.
All right, man. You guys know the deal.
Max Paul, he got the exclamation, Jake. Let's call that man up.
All right, hey, introduction time. Max Paul, biggest gamer alive. Man is a GOAT on the stage.
The GOAT.
The man can wow you with his vocabulary.
What?
This man is about to get his driver's license.
What?
Man's about to listen to driver's license.
What? Max Paul, how we doing?
Babe Ruth.
What?
Max Paul, baby.
Yeah, Max Paul. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Hey, man, it's a national holiday, man. How can I not be happy?
Dude, Tom Brady's going to sleep tonight with another ring.
Yes, he is, man. Yes, he is. Hey, this kid informed me on a Tom Brady thing.
Okay.
All right, dude, freaking Tom Brady. I didn't know this. His whole family left the house just so he could focus on this game. This kid broke that news to me.
Take this shit seriously, bro.
Wouldn't you?
Seriously.
Hey, but what do you think the score of this game is going to be?
Oh, gosh.
Can you hear him? Okay.
I'm going 21-28 Bucks.
He's going 28-21 Buccaneers.
Max, that's a little bit of a lower score than I've been hearing. What are you seeing? You think the defenses show up and show out today, bud?
That's honestly, I think it's going to be a really good game. They're both going to fight hard as heck because they both want this ring. And I feel like the defense is just going to come.
I agree.
Hard on both sides.
Oh, they're gonna go hard. All right, I like that. But Max, what do you think is gonna be the biggest factor of this game? You know, a lot of people saying it's Mahomes. You got Hill, the cheetah, and then you got Kelsey, and then on the opposite side you got Evans. Who do you got?
Honestly, on the poll, I voted Hill and freaking Tyreek, dude.
I could see that.
Because if you Evans is okay, but like compared to Tyreek, dude, he's
different.
obviously.
He's different.
Tyreek is probably one of the best wide receivers.
Do you think he's the best wide receiver in the game?
Not all time, but this season, yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking about this season. Yeah.
Max Paul. Did you forget about that man Devontae Adams? Did you forget
Hey,
about that man Julio Jones? You
Don't
forget
worry.
about that man DeAndre Hopkins?
He's been drinking. He's crazy. He's on cheese right now.
Jake, I have been drinking San Pellegrino, brother. It's Italian sparkling water.
Yeah, I've seen those before. But hey, man, Max, I appreciate you being on the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
You know you're the GOAT. You're my second favorite cousin, so it's good seeing you and hearing from you.
Hey, Max, real quick, man. I just want to say I appreciate all the support, man. I always see you commenting on the podcast, watching the show, commenting in the lives. I really appreciate it, man.
Podcast of all time.
Best podcast of all time.
All love, man. You keep up the great work, Max.
You too.
Max Paul.
Max Paul. The go.
Send me the dunk. Riley Burback, we have a special guest on right now.
Yeah, right? Riley Burback's inbound. Hold on.
Here, I'll get this one going. All right, folks, we got Zach Brazow in the building.
Wait, Jake, we got to do our intro. Hold on.
You do this one. You do this one.
A man that plays basketball at Rockford University.
What?
A man that is a Cleveland Browns and a Green Bay Packer fan.
What?
A man that is a LeBron James aficionado.
What?
And a man that is smarter and one of the most good-looking people I know. No homo.
You hitting on me?
I love it.
Appreciate being on again, fellas. What's going on?
Oh, not much, man. You know, we're just in the middle of a 2.5-hour Super Bowl special.
Hey, Dunk, I got a question real quick.
All right, what's up, man?
Do you think Tom Brady's son Aaron Rodgers is going to be at the game today, or are just the younger ones? I don't know.
No!
Is Tom Brady going to bring all of his kids, or just the younger ones? Aaron's not allowed at the Super Bowl.
Zach, are you kidding me?
Hey, after what I saw happen, man, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers is the kid.
Dude, first David. Oh, God, this kid.
All right, I got this one. Jake, you got the one. A man named Gavin Goldstein.
What?
Gentlemen.
A man that is a bad man.
What?
A man that is a LeBron hater turned LeBron supporter now. Shout out to me, Brett Duenkel.
That's true.
I mean, I wouldn't say a supporter, but I said I'm just not a hater, you know.
He's turning the corner, Jake. He's turning the corner.
Jake, I still told Duenkel that LeBron is not the GOAT, though. So he's got a long way to go.
Goldstein, don't ruin my intro with your
Duenkel, just so you know, next time you start talking about LeBron, I got a TikTok that's going to be sent your way. It's saved in the camera roll. Prepared.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, is my name on your Snapchat still the same thing it's been since sophomore year of high school?
It'll never change, Brett.
All right, boys. Well, hey, now that we got the 12:30 boys in here, Goldstein, Brazow, thank you guys for coming on the show. You know, I know you guys are busy fellas. You know, Goldstein obviously at Kansas University, out here studying hard, and Brazow out there studying hard at Rockford and also playing some basketball. Shout out to Zach, got his first start the other night. Watched some of the game. He you know, shout out to him for starting, man. Zach, that's awesome.
Appreciate it, man.
But boys, let's talk some football. Goldstein, I want to start with you, man. Prediction for tonight, because I already know who you're picking.
Doug, you didn't even have to ask. Obviously, the Chiefs, they're going to be winning it all. Mahomes is the best player in the league. Therefore, I mean, I know Tom's the GOAT, and I think it's going to be a spectacular game. I really do. But I'm just going to say the Chiefs are going to win. I think it's going to be a fairly high-scoring game, though. I'm going to go 38-35 Chiefs.
Oh. See, now we got a high scorer here. So Max Paul is the only one with the low score, man. He's
Zach, what do you got, man? Let's hear it.
So I'm taking. I was a fool in the NFC Championship game to bet against Tom Brady. I'm gonna follow what Skip Bayless said. You can never bet against Tom. You can never bet against Tom Brady. So I'm gonna listen to Skip Bayless here, and I'm not betting against Tom Brady ever again. So I'm picking Tom Brady to win this one tonight. I'm gonna say 35-30, 35-31. Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is winning it.
in Brady we trust. That's what I always like to say.
Oh, hey, Jake, he's got a matching jersey on.
Got the comment on right. Hey, our next guest here, non-biased supporter at all. Let's say Duenkel. Who's this man's intro? Because I don't think he. What we got? We got a Patriots flag. We got a Patriots.
Hey,
I don't even know.
I don't care what you got to say. I'm cheering for Tom for the rest of my life.
Birdback. Let's get to your intro. Jake, you want to do this one or you want me to take it?
The second smartest man in this panel right now, Riley.
What?
Hey, he doesn't need the what's because he already knows he's the best. The second smartest man on this podcast. The man who studies night and day. What else we got back there? Is that a Gronkowski flag? I haven't seen one of those.
It's Brady and Gronk 20. Oh, that's sick.
Brady and Gronk, we trust 2020.
I'm just gonna get right in this.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs are gonna win.
What?
I'm talking to you. Why do you think the Chiefs are gonna win?
The Chiefs.
Hey, I got you there. Good choice. So, all right. So we got Goldstein who says it's going to be a close game, but we got the Chiefs at the edge here. We got Zach Brazawa now who's saying that the Bucks are going to win. You got Drunk Duenkel over here who thinks that the Chiefs are going to win. I think Buccaneers are going to win.
You really have a Kansas City Chiefs hat? Are you kidding? Oh my god!
I was wondering what that was.
Chiefs Kingdom, baby. Goldstein knows this. Okay, so before you guys go all crazy on me because I know it's coming, Dunkel's a bandwagon. I got this hat from a family friend that went to Kansas City for work 3 years ago. Brought me back a Chiefs knit hat and a Chiefs baseball cap. Figured it'd be a proper time to wear it. Gavin Goldstein probably agrees with me. He's out there in Kansas right now. The big man.
Hey, Dunkel, when Tom Brady wins again tonight, is for next year's Super Bowl, is Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, both of his sons, going to be at the next Super Bowl, or they're not allowed there? You think?
Dude. All I gotta say tonight in Patrick Mahomes we trust, baby. The State Farm brother.
About Aaron Rodgers. You said that about Aaron Rodgers.
Dude, hey, I'll tell you guys this, okay? So I know that, the bottom two guys, I know you guys give me crap all the time. Jake, you give me crap from time to time. And Zach, you give me crap from time to time. But really, I'm looking at Burbach and Goldstein, the guys that give me the most crap probably out of anybody on this podcast. I'm just telling you guys right now, man, it's pretty simple to me. Last time they played, the Chiefs won 27-24. Tyreek Hill had probably one of the best games
of the season. That ain't happening again.
Well, Burbach, explain to me what are they going to do? Double him, leave Kelsey open? What are they going to do? Double Kelsey, leave Tyreek one-on-one? Explain to me how it's going to go down, brother, because I'm really confused. I'm like, oh.
All right, well, they're obviously going to play deep coverage because you're not going to let them big play Chiefs beat you with a big play. Like, you can't let that happen. You have to make Mahomes, earn his yards. So I don't really know what else to say. But
I agree with Burbach, though. It's not going to happen again. They got a lot of footage on them. They're going to use the Patriots scheme against them because the Patriots shut down the Chiefs every single time we play them. Simple as that. Oh, my God, yeah, Dunkel. What are you talking about? Yeah. That's more like it.
I know. Jake, we've talked about it on the show before.
But it's not going to happen again. It's not going to be a track meet. You just got to keep them in front of you, and we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a big explosive game no matter what. Someone's going to have the 40-yard touchdown. So,
hey,
Tyreek.
That only happened in the first quarter. In the last three quarters, not that much happened. Mahomes
Yeah,
threw for
'cause-
109.
Yeah, because the
One
Chiefs had the
109.
game. Yeah, because the Chiefs had the game locked up before it even started. Goldstein, buddy,
They almost
explain,
let the Buccaneers come back.
Goldstein, explain to these brethrens why the Chiefs are going to win today. I need a full-on explanation. You're going to bring the truth like you always do.
All right. Well, I will say I do think it's going to be a close game because Tom is just not going to get blown out. It's as simple as that.
That's fair.
But I will say
Goldstein,
Carlton Davis does not stand a chance of stopping anybody on that Chiefs offense.
Oh, okay.
Agree.
I'll agree with that one.
He's an overrated scrub. But the only thing about him is he does have gold grills. But
Are you just mad because you called out Big Mike?
I mean, yeah. I mean, congrats. He beat a man with 3 torn ligaments in his ankle and a torn shoulder. I mean, that's not very impressive to me. But what I will say that I think is the X factor for the Buccaneers, if they're going to win, is it's going to either have to be AB or Gronk. I think one of those guys is going to have a great performance because you pretty much know what you're going to get from Evans and Godwin. Like, they're going to be very reliable players. But from AB's banged up, and Gronk's just, old. But if one of those guys has a great performance like back in the day, then I think the Buccaneers could definitely pull this one out. But for the Chiefs' sake to win, I mean, you've got the best player in the NFL, simple as that. So you got to feel pretty comfortable when you've got the best player in the game on your team. And you've also got, obviously you've got a leg up on the coaching. I mean, Andy Reid's a far better coach than Bruce Arians.
Big Red.
Okay, I mean, Big Red. The guy does need to lay off the cheeseburgers, but still.
Goldstein, don't rip a man that likes cheeseburgers, brother.
Well, I don't mind one, but Andy Reid looks like he has about 16 a day. But I'm just saying, no. But I
2021.
I do just want the Chiefs to win so I can see Mass Street about 2 blocks down go absolutely bananas. But I just think Mahomes is going to be too much to handle. And I think, and like you said, Duenkel, the Buccaneers did come back, but the Chiefs weren't really concerned. Like, if they get up to they're not going to get off to that hot of a start again. Neither team will, I don't think. But if they do, they're just going to stomp on their throats. In the regular season, the Chiefs are like the Warriors back in the day. Yeah, they lose some games, but it's like when push comes to shove, you got KD and
Did they
Curry
not blow
not
a
losing.
3-1 lead?
Of course, Goldstein, you had to throw your little Warriors jab at me.
The so-called GOAT could only win 1 game in the finals in 2 years, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, I mean, he did have 51 in a finals game, and then JR blew for him.
What was the result? I forgot about it.
Goldstein, don't get me going today, man.
Dude, you're already going. What are you talking about? That's your third water on soda. You're about to explode. Go take a pee.
Ice Mountain, brother. Ice Mountain.
Hey, you're not sponsored, dude. I'm telling on you. I'm calling the cops.
I will say though, this 12:30 section of this show turned really electric. I mean, holy cow!
All right, hey, Tom, we got these polls, man. They're changing. They're changing quick. All right, so we got who's winning the Super Bowl. Chiefs are at 68%. That one changed quite drastically for the worse. It might coin toss. It's 55% now. We're going, boys. What do you think is going to be the coin toss? Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails.
Goldstein?
I gotta say, what's the coin? I always based off what the coin is.
Heads or tails?
No.
No.
Like, he means like the look of it.
Yeah,
right.
Goldstein. What difference does the look make, brother?
No, bald eagle.
Aerodynamics, don't you? The aerodynamics.
No, usually now with the coins, they put like one team on one side, another team on the other side. Usually now, I thought that's what they were doing.
But sometimes they have like the Super Bowl logo on one side and the 2 like helmets on the other side.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
I don't know really, but usually based off once I hear what it is, then I call it. But I'll
Heads
just
or
go.
tails?
I'll go with heads.
I got 2,000 on tails right now, man.
So 55% we got for tails. I don't know what you guys are picking that one for. Then for most passing yards between Brady and Mahomes is killing it at 83%. That's what I'm saying. People are sleeping. I don't know why. And then for
Mahomes,
Hill, Kelsey, or Evan and Godwin. Godwin needs to find those damn hands. He's dropping everything. I think it's because of the broken finger, but we'll talk about that later.
He's got pedal hands, Jake.
I don't know. In Green Bay 2 weeks ago, he was giving it to him, man.
Hey, Chris
like 3
Godwin.
balls that game.
Hey,
He had one nice good catch. That's all
He
that
had
really
one
matters.
good catch.
Hey, Chris Godwin is like me trying to catch a football.
No.
It's not that bad. All right, so
No, come on, man.
Kelsey and Hill at 89%. They're going to win it. First TD is going to the Buccaneers. Most receiving yards is going to go to Kelsey. Gronk is just used as a decoy / a blocker at this point. But he does have usually one good catch a game. That's pretty
come up at the end of the game.
Right.
Clutch.
And then you guys think there's going to be a defensive touchdown this game? I don't think so.
No.
No.
Maybe.
If you said a special teams touchdown, I'd be more inclined to say that just because
For the
McCall
Chiefs.
might kick one to the house.
Yeah,
throw that
I
on.
would agree.
I think Mahomes might throw a pick six. He might.
Ooh.
He's playing with a banged up line. He's bound to make a mistake. I don't know.
True.
That is a big factor. No one said that yet.
No,
He's playing.
that is the one concern. I agree, Brazil. Like,
I think JPP is going to be the biggest factor in the game.
Yeah,
man,
I was gonna say the Bucs defensive line is gonna definitely be the biggest factor of this game because the way they were getting to Rodgers 2 weeks ago, if they can get to him like that to Mahomes is gonna have a long night.
And then for the MVP, it's Mahomes, Brady, or Other. So far, Other is winning by 5 votes out of all of that. But yeah, so we're about 4.5 hours away from kickoff. Looks pretty nice there. I think it's supposed to be around 70 degrees, 65, 70 degrees. So weather's not going to be a concern.
Way nicer than it is in Wisconsin. It's like negative outside right now. But boys, appreciate y'all for coming on for a little bit. I will say, I didn't think I'd get that hyped up today on this show, and you guys made me bring the energy. So we got after it. Burbach, love that you were a surprise appearance, man. Threw you on the schedule mid-show for the boys. But boys, you have fun watching the Super Bowl today. Be safe. Goldstein, be safe tonight, buddy. When the Chiefs win, I want to make sure you're still living.
Oh, Doug, I'll be living.
I got a flight to Tampa Bay actually that leaves at about 10:30 tonight. So
wait, did we get score predictions from everybody? Hey, calm down.
Did we get score predictions?
Burbach, what do you think? How big do you think the Buccaneers are going to win?
Oh,
51-17. No, I'm just kidding.
34-31. Tom leads a game-winning drive.
Who's off? What do you got? What's the score for you? Zach, what's the score for you?
Oh, for me, I said 35-31, Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Goldstein?
38-35, Kansas City.
Hey, you boys have a great night. We appreciate y'all so much. Riley, Zach, Goldstein, y'all the boys. We appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Burbach, if Tampa wins, be safe. Zach, be safe if Tampa wins. I don't know why you're picking Tampa, but that's neither here nor there.
Because Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady's son, I mean, he couldn't beat him. His kid.
Zach, be careful.
Look at Burbach down there. Oh, God.
Aaron Rodgers isn't even a top 10 quarterback.
6 points off of 3 turnovers.
Yeah. Hey, Burbach, I let you have your moment 2 Sundays ago. I don't need you to have another 3 or 4 moments. Goldstein, I appreciate you for being the only civil one about my Packers losing.
I didn't talk that ish when the Saints lost.
Yeah, see, Riley and I are civilized, Duenkel.
Yeah. No, I was going to say,
I don't say anything to
I'm
Riley.
not like,
say it to me.
Yeah, how are you going to pick against Tom again?
Nah, man. It wasn't even Tom that upset me. I'm just glad Drew's out of there, man. I'm sick of him.
They gonna have famous Jameis.
Hey, we all know that Cleveland actually should be in the Super Bowl. Honestly, if freaking that hit before the half ended, if he would have scored that touchdown, the Browns would have won.
How are the Cavs, man?
Dude, we're playing pretty well. I think we're playing pretty good basketball right now. I mean, I think what are we? We're probably like 8 or 9 right now in the East.
Yeah, they are pretty
like 8 or 9. They're playing well for what they have. They're playing well.
Yeah,
like they don't.
Good, I'll admit he's pretty.
He's not an all-star though, but he's playing well. They're all playing pretty fair. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, obviously. But
yeah, I mean, it's the East. You never know. It's a cupcake conference. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, he's out here.
All right, boys. Y'all have a great day. Be safe.
All right,
All
see you
right,
later.
fellas.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. All right,
The
Jake,
boys,
we got
Riley,
another.
Gavin, Zach, good guys right there. Good people of the show. But now we have a better guest. The man who's got I forget what it was. The man who has beautiful hands to set a ball. He can spike it in your face. Gorgeous locks.
What?
No muff too tough.
What?
Connor,
How's it going, everyone?
Muff, we're good, man. We just had Goldstein, Burbach, and Brazil all on at the same time.
It's a circus.
Yeah, I caught a little bit at the end of that. That was quite something.
It's a circus.
Interesting.
Idiots.
Still, Muff, how you doing, man? How's life been treating you, man?
Going all right. Actually just got back from St. Louis last night. Little road trip for our volleyball team, but
you guys
won on the weekend, so that was pretty good. Got to play the number 3 team in the country in St. Louis. So, but yeah, 2-1 on the weekend. Did well, and now I'm back here ready to enjoy Sunday. So
it's awesome, man. Well, we're happy that you made us a part of your Sunday. We have had insane guests so far. Just to recap for anyone just tuning in right now, we started the day with John Markwensky, had Andrew Oakes on the show, had David on the show, had Brazawa, had Goldstein. Max Paw called in, Riley Burbach. We had Zach Kramer in the building. Now we got Connor Muff up in here. So we have had a packed show. Obviously, me and Jake have been along for the ride for about an hour and 45 minutes now. We just passed hour 45. Muff, I'll be honest, man. This was one of our longest podcasts we've ever done. It's been a lot of fun, and we're happy to continue the conversation with you. So I will start with the game. Who do you think is going to win? And also, what are you looking for today? What's an X factor?
It's so tough. I think I've been going back and forth all week. Earlier in the week, I would have told you Chiefs by a bunch, and now to like literally this past weekend, I got Brady on a game-winning drive, winning the Super Bowl. I got the Bucks today. Yeah, I think it's going to be a closely contested game throughout. I think it's going to be just a shootout, like back and forth. It's going to be such a tight game. I think it's going to be one of the greatest. I hope it's one of the greatest Super Bowls we've ever seen, to be honest. Like the competition level with everything going on and with actually fans that are going to be there, the atmosphere is going to be up for it in Tampa Bay.
Yep.
With everything that's gone on this past year and a half, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, I think the Bucks are gonna do it on home turf, and Brady's gonna get his 7th. It's gonna be crazy, but
someone had to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not biased on this channel at all, But I think Connor's right. I think Connor's right on this one. Now, is that a Dallas jersey I'm seeing? Is that a Dallas jersey?
I had to rep some sort of NFL gear today, and I know it's embarrassing because my Cowboys play the worst division in the National Football League, and we are one of the worst teams when it comes to executing on the big stage. But
hey, Muff,
what?
Say it with me.
No, I'm muting you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you right now. So I'm not listening.
Muff, I'm just giving you crap, bro. It's all right, bud.
No,
Muff, I have been taking stuff all day. I mean, the last part of that, I had Riley Burbach coming at me about the Packers. I had Brazawa coming at me about Aaron Rodgers. And I had Goldstein coming at me about LeBron, about the Packers. I mean, hey, it's neither here nor there. So, I've been getting ripped on the daily, and I mean Jake's even throwing some shots here and there.
Throwing a little bit of punches, a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, I do got to say, congratulations to your MVP, Aaron Rodgers, fully deserved on the year. Like there was no question that he should have gotten the award, but
Muff, say it.
No, don't say he's a bad man. He's not.
He's
a bad
man.
But no, I think the Cowboys are going to be up and coming. I'll be the one fan I'm not a fan of them. I think they have a pretty good base. Once you get Dak Prescott back from his horrific injury, I think they could win the East.
No, I think the East is going to be awful again next year. I don't like
Washington football team, bro.
No, well, I think the Giants might see a little improvement, especially if they get Saquon back for a full year. They actually played pretty well towards the later end of the year, so I wouldn't expect I feel like they're going to be a better team in the league next year. I just think if the Cowboys can figure out what went so terribly wrong on defense last year, I think we'll be in the hunt or thereabouts towards the end of the season. But yeah, obviously Dak going down was awful, but when you're allowing teams to score 35, 40 points a game, I don't think you deserve to win anyway. But yeah, it's going to be tough. Hopefully Mike McCarthy can figure it out. Made a lot of changes so far in the offseason, so we'll see if they pay off. But yeah.
Totally agree. But I just think you guys have so much talent on there. And it was just a fluke year. Because usually the Cowboys are at least half decent. This year they just hit the explode button. But they could definitely win the East. Like Duenkel said, you got to be careful of the Washington football team. And then and then you got to also watch out for the Giants too. So that's a big factor.
Yeah.
But
and then we got the other team, the Eagles, who are just irrelevant at this point. Just
who are they?
A dog.
Hey, Muff.
Fire.
Muff, man. You know, they out here going to trade Carson Wentz probably today, tomorrow, or Tuesday.
It'll probably happen tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking.
Either the Bears or the Colts. I've been hearing that's what all reports point to. I've heard the Bears and the Colts have both made contract offers. It'll definitely be trade offers. Sorry, not contract offers. But it'll be interesting. And Muff, here's the thing, man. I just give you crap about the Cowboys. They're going to be back next year. They got a really good offense. Michael Gallup, C.D. Lamb, big number 88 out there. Mari Cooper, obviously. You talk about Zeke Elliott, one of my favorite players from The Ohio State University, OHIO.
I think we've yet to see the best of Zeke. I know he had a great year, his rookie year, and the year after that. But I think if we can make some huge free agent signings for our offensive line, which has been depleted the last 2 years, I think we'll see Zeke back in his prime.
I agree, Muff. I really do. I think we're gonna see Ohio State Zeke at some point here in the next year or two. I think definitely that's coming back. But Muff, picking Tampa Bay today. It's funny because on the poll, Jake, I don't know if you want to check the poll who people think are going to win, but on the show, it's kind of been a mix. I feel like now that we've gotten into more people, it's kind of like a mix of who's going to win. We'll obviously do our predictions at the end like we did last week, but I think, Muff, this is going to be a fun game to watch. I don't know really what the key is going to be yet. I think definitely pass rush is going to be the key. Protections, turnovers. Brady threw 3 picks last week, 2 weeks ago against Green Bay. Sadly, Green Bay couldn't capitalize off those turnovers, and that is why, in fact, they ended up losing that game. Shout out to Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers for dropping the ball, but that's neither here nor there.
All right. I gotta interrupt you. I think the game was lost in Green Bay was right before halftime when they scored a touchdown with 6 seconds left on the clock?
Yeah, 8 seconds, I think it is.
Yeah. I think that was the turning point. I think right then and there when they took that, because right there, that's inexcusable from Green Bay's defense. How do you let a player just run by you at that stage in the game? But yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be interesting whether we see both teams make use of the run game today. I know the weather's supposed to be fine tonight. I don't think it's supposed to be, not much rain or anything. I think it's supposed to be a beautiful night, but I hope both teams kind of incorporate that play action that we've seen in the past couple of weeks, especially from the Buccaneers. I think they've done a great job of just, creating so much holes in the defense for Brady to kind of pick apart. But yeah, no, I think you're right. It'll be. I hope it's not just Brady versus Mahomes. I hope it's like the supporting cast of everyone, because I think both teams are just so overloaded in so many positions. Like, like there's just so much talent in the Super Bowl. Like in past years, I think we've seen a few great players on each team, and now I think this year we're going to see two absolutely monster teams go at each other. So
yeah, definitely, I agree, and I think obviously we've been talking football all year, and me and Jake kind of throughout the season, I think we were of the mindset that it was going to be Tampa, Green Bay, and probably Bills and Chiefs from what we were watching, and I think those were, in fact, the four best teams this year, and I do think that we're getting two very good teams. And whether it had been Bills and Packers or whoever it would have been, I told Jake 2 weekends ago, I feel like we're going to be treated to a very good Super Bowl, and I think it's going to live up to that tonight. And whoever wins, it's going to be interesting, and I think a lot of legacies are on the line tonight as well.
Ooh, a lot of legacies.
Yeah,
Here's the thing, okay, is a lot of people are like, can Mahomes catch Brady? If Mahomes doesn't beat Brady tonight, I don't think he can ever catch him. I mean, that's the argument that we don't have with LeBron and Jordan. They never played against each other, so we can't really definitively say, who is better head to head. When you have Mahomes and Brady on this stage, obviously in past times, I think they've played 4 times, and each quarterback has won 2 games. So this one is for all the marbles, and obviously, Muff, we've seen this. And Jake, obviously, this as well. We've seen teams that go to the Super Bowl sometimes have a little bit of a hiccup the next year, and usually it's not the same team in there every year like it, obviously was back in the day type deal. So I think this is Mahomes' chance to really solidify himself as an all-time great. I think Mahomes is going to be an all-time great, but I think it'll solidify his legacy further. I think also, this is a big game for Bruce Arians. He has to get over that hump and win that Super Bowl. I think us three can all agree that Andy Reid is definitely probably a better coach, but I think that, Bruce Arians, he'll have a lot to add to his legacy if he ends up, in fact, winning tonight. And, Tom ended up getting a 7th Super Bowl. I think really solidifies himself as really untouchable as far as GOAT conversation. And honestly, I think that puts Tom kind of almost on the pyramid by himself for greatest athlete ever, because we haven't seen – outside of LeBron or Tom Brady, we haven't seen these guys do that for so long. And we brought it up earlier with Zach Kramer, but Muff, I want to get your thoughts. What these two guys, LeBron and Tom Brady, are doing, like they have the longevity argument, they have the stats argument. Obviously LeBron's won 4 titles, 4 Finals MVPs. Brady's won 6 Super Bowls. Do you see as good a connection there as a lot of others do? And do you think that it's very impressive what they're doing? And could we be seeing this now with other players as well, playing into their their late 30s in the NBA and early 40s, late 40s in the NFL?
Well, I mean, I think it's an interesting topic and debate because sports have changed so much. Like the average career of an NFL player was no more than like maybe in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you didn't see running backs play for more than 5-6 seasons in the NFL. Like that was like a max thing. And I know quarterback positions are different, but even then it's like you're looking at 8 years of good football in you, and then that's when you decide to hang it up. And I think now we see the, just sports medicine and just taking care of athletes, taking care of their bodies and being in such good shape and fit for every game they play. And I think it's just carried over so many into their personal lives. Like Tom Brady is always posting about, how much he takes care of his body, and in the off season, how much work he puts in. Same with LeBron. Even athletes like, I'm a huge soccer fan, but like Cristiano Ronaldo, he's 37 and he's still scoring, the most goals in Europe and all this other stuff. So it's like you have these athletes who are just so maintaining that like elite level for so long. And I think you're going to start to see that happen more. And I think it's already kind of been happening in like on a contractual basis too. Like Patrick Mahomes, like nobody ever signs a player for 10 or 11 years, and Patrick Mahomes is on that contract now. So I think there's from an organizational standpoint, they're thinking, okay, we're gonna invest the money now instead of signing a person to maybe 3-4 years. We're gonna sign them to 8, 9, 10-year deals.
Right.
Make sure we secure that asset. And I know injuries also come into play with that, but I think just the level of I think science has done a great job of kind of integrating itself into sports and, making sure that, players are healthy and fit for every game. But yeah, it's astonishing to see what, players like Brady and LeBron can do at this age. It's awesome for sports, I think, because you get like the average, not from a fan's perspective, you want to see your favorite athletes playing for the longest amount of time, basically.
Right. Yeah.
For you, I know you're a huge LeBron fan. So if he continues to play, let's say for 3 or 4 more years, let's say he plays a season with his son, you know what I mean? Like that would be like the dream, like pinnacle for some people to see those two like play together. But you would have never seen that. Probably 3 or 4, like 30 years ago, that would be unheard of. So
right.
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome. It really is awesome. But yeah, definitely looking for more of that in the future.
Jake, what are your thoughts on that? You agree a lot of what Muff said there?
Of course. No, he's 100% correct. And I like how, from back in like the 70s, hold on, this dog, I'm watching a dog. He's being crazy. Like back in the 70s, or not even just that, just like even like 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
People were cracking open a cold one and smoking a cigarette during halftime. And now you got people that are like, there's like certain things that I'm just like, they're doing what now? So like they're like cryo tanks, and then how like they're replenishing themselves and everything. So it's just different. It's good for sports because you're going to see your players play longer and longer. I mean, the only position in football that really ever, got to their 40s was kickers and punters. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised now if we don't see a punter or a kicker go to 45 or 50. Like they're close to that. Like Vinatieri, he was an old man out there. I'm pretty sure he almost had grandkids by then. So it's good. It's good for sports, and it just shows the progress in both ways.
Yeah, for sure.
So Muff, we got the question of the day here. A lot of people are betting big money on it. When I say big money, I'm talking almost 50 grand. Yeah. What do you think the coin toss is going to be, heads or tails? It's huge. This is literally
All right.
He's bringing out an actual coin.
All right. I have a New York State quarter right here. All right.
Okay.
They're using too.
Connor Muff with the quarter, ladies and
gentlemen.
And
this is gonna be it.
Okay.
All right. One time. So whatever happens, whatever flips, I'm gonna catch it, see what happens.
This is good.
All right, y'all. We have the result of the coin toss. In the Super Bowl 55. It is tails. Okay. Tails. It is.
Tails never fails, Bailey. Tails never fails.
I'm surprised.
I also have some breaking news. I just got a text from Cooper Brinkman himself. Will be on the show in 1 minute. Okay, he's logging on right now.
Oh boy,
will be on the show soon.
I can't handle this. This is
yeah. But anyway, tails. Here's the thing about betting on the coin toss is that Vegas odds makers specifically take a side of the coin to have favorable odds. And it's like so stupid because the exact odds are 50-50, yet people will still bet with the favored odds. I'm like, this is stupid. You're dumb. Like it's just but hey, I mean, Vegas makes so much money anyway off that, but yeah. No, I think, oh my God.
He's got the Mahomes. Let's go. Hey, Cooper. Chiefs Kingdom, baby. Chiefs Kingdom.
Jake's face when I
was muted. I said, oh, God.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a man known as Supreme Team Brinkman. I mean, for a good reason. The man is supreme. He is the GOAT. He is the man, the myth, the legend. One of the best basketball players I know. Smoked me in a one-on-one time. Guy I used to race down the hallway in high school. I'm sure Muff and Jake remember those moments. That was a lot of fun. But Coop, how you doing, man? Go Chiefs, baby. Go Chiefs.
Man, I'm good. I will put it out there. The only reason I'm wearing this is because this is where my money lies. My money lies with the Kansas City Chiefs tonight. So that's why I got this on.
Cool.
I am a Packer fan. I'm 100% Packer fan. I do love Patrick Mahomes, though. I love Patrick Mahomes.
Right, yeah. That's
it's hard to hate Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, it really is. Connor, I will say, man, the Beats by Dre looking fresh. You asked me how I know that just like from looking at him. I don't know, because you're a swagged out man. And Beats
he's as swagged out as they come.
Yeah, swagged out.
Coop, I will say, man, I do like the little lights you got going back there, looking pretty dope, man.
Yeah, man. I promise you, this is my room. This isn't Riley's room.
Oh, God.
Hey, we just asked Mr. Muff here the biggest question that's on everyone's mind. What's it going to be, heads or tails?
Oh, God. It's funny that you ask because I asked two people. I got two different answers, and I'm like, okay, how am I going to figure this out? Flipped the coin, and then I flipped it onto my hand, but I used what was on the bottom because obviously they don't flip it back over in the game, and it was heads. So I'm going to have to go with heads. I'll say heads.
Thank you.
I have to say heads.
Hey, but I got to be real here. Connor did flip it live on camera. He showed how it was done with the New York one, which they use in the NFL. If you guys didn't know that, that's what they use. So, hey.
I woke up this morning, and I was going to bet on tails because it's always tails. But
tails never fails.
I am now 100%. I 100% believe that it'll be heads.
Do we have our first super chat of the day?
Oh my God!
My sister paid money to put a chat in.
$5. Look at that. That's awesome. We love promotion.
Dunk lost his mind. Look at him.
Dunk's in shock. Yeah.
Dunk, I like the setup you got going though.
Yeah. Hey.
Nice.
Okay. I gotta ask. I like the green screen, but why aren't we seeing some like full setup behind you, bro?
Cause, bro, I can't get the fade to work on this thing, man. I can't get it. I've been trying to figure it out, but every time I put something up there, it like fades in on the live stream. So, I didn't want any technical difficulties. But Kennedy Muff, thank you for your comment. We greatly appreciate it. We miss y'all too. One of the greatest volleyball players I know.
She's pretty average. Honestly, she's bang average. I've seen many players better.
Cooper Brinkman, do not be rude. Cooper Brinkman, do not be rude.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Dunk, let me ask you something. What's the score of the game tonight?
Well, we're doing our predictions at the end, so.
Sorry, man. I don't want to come on here and run your show.
But
can I at least get your answer on who's going to win? I don't need a score. Who's going to win?
Well, I mean, Cooper, really, you can't figure out the context clues, brother. Use the context clues like they taught you in high school, brother.
I mean, I want the Chiefs to win so bad, but man, if Tom Brady wins, wow.
So, Coop, who you got then? Who you got?
I personally, in my head, I see the game being like 35-17, Kansas City.
Whoa.
That's what I think.
That's different.
But I mean, you never know. You never know. Okay, here's my thing.
Of course.
I look at the last game. Ever knows what Tyreek Hill did. He won't do that again, but you can't really stop Tyreek Hill. You can't stop Travis Kelce. No. The Chiefs were 9 yards away from being up 24-0 last game. They had that fumble.
They were. Yeah.
They're 9 yards away from being up 24-0. You can't tell me that game goes differently if they even put up a field goal there. I mean, that they don't turn the ball over a lot, so I don't know. I just think the Chiefs are going to get it done. I think they're going to get it done easily, and that's why I've put my hard-earned money on the Chiefs -3.
It's an amateur score for you. Not gonna lie, I expected better from you. Guys, I'm not gonna get into it because Duenkel told me I can't say my prediction yet.
Yeah, I can't say my prediction.
Yeah, I guess I went a little early, but
hey, it's in the contract I signed, but that's okay. I think that this game is going to be a good one, though. Max Paul, the freaking pretty much mascot of this,
the goat.
He says it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think he's pretty dumb for that one. Not going to lie, but
yeah, I don't think it's going to be low-scoring. They both throw the ball, and they throw the ball a lot. It's the top 2 throwing teams in the league. I mean, there has to be points. There has to be.
It's going to happen, and
I do think the Bucs will run the ball a little bit, though. I think the Bucs will run it. But there's going to be a lot of throwing, a lot.
That's what I was talking about before. We were kind of talking about which team do you think will run the ball a little bit more than the other. And I mean, obviously, I think the play action for Tom Brady just opened up so much, especially against Green Bay. But I don't know. I think it'll be an interesting. I just want to see how both teams start off. Like both teams' first drives are going to be like so.
Tom Brady's never thrown a touchdown in the first quarter of a Super Bowl, and he's only scored 3 points in the first quarter.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And I mean, you don't want to start down against the Chiefs. That's the thing. You don't want to start down. If they can weather the storm in the first half, I think it'll definitely be a close game in the second half because it's Tom Brady. He'll stay close in the second half. But, I mean, if they go into halftime down 10, down 14, I think it could get ugly.
Hey, it's a good thing that's not going to happen, though. So,
hey, I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it will.
Cool. But you're bringing the truth. You're bringing the energy today. I like it, man. Jay, go ahead.
No, I think the running game is going to be a big thing for you. I think whoever possesses the ball long enough. So I was about to say Patriots, but if the Buccaneers can just hold on to the ball and not let Mahomes and the whole crew out there, I don't know. I think it's going to be.
That's how they win the game for sure. That's how the Buccaneers will win the game if they win the game. That would be how.
Jay,
because Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette can do it. I mean, there's no doubt about it. They could definitely do it. It's just, are they going to be able to?
Exactly.
Poll update here, Jake and the boys. Chiefs win 68%. What people are saying, Bucks at 32. Heads or tails is now at 50-50.
God.
Cooper Brinkman maybe convinced some people to switch their pick to heads after his little moment on the show. Gotta love that. More passing yards, Mahomes at 77%, Tom Brady at 23%. More combined yards, Hill, Kelsey, 90%, Evans, Godwin only at 10%. First TD, Bucks at 70%, Chiefs at 30%. More receiving.
Wow, that one.
Yeah.
That one's. You said Bucks at 70, right?
Yep, 70.
Oh, that one's interesting.
It is interesting, but that's why we love doing the polls because
that's interesting.
Interesting stuff. Kelsey 70% over Gronkowski, 30% for most receiving yards. Defensive touchdown, yes, 30%, no, 70%. Who are you rooting for? 64% is on Tampa Bay, and 36% is on the Chiefs. And then for MVP, we have 3 for Mahomes, 5 for Tom Brady, and only 4 for other.
I will say I put other because in the Super Bowl there's always just someone random. Like
who
last year,
well.
Year Williams should have got it. Williams should have got it last year.
Oh yeah,
Damian Williams should have got it last year. I mean, he was outstanding. I just feel like, and it also brings up like, what was dude's name? Was it who was the Seahawks Super Bowl MVP back in what 15? KJ Wright was it?
KJ Wright,
yeah.
KJ Wright, yeah. I mean, what he had 2 interceptions and a sack or something like that, like.
Well, and Edelman back in 2018 as well.
Exactly.
So Coop, I agree with you on that, man. But boys, I mean, can't say enough about you guys. Thank you for coming on.
Hold on, we got one more question. Muff, are we watching a Premier game on that television behind you?
Ooh,
Yeah, we got Sheffield United and Chelsea
who's winning?
rocking right now.
Course.
It's 0-0 in the 5th minute.
Good. I hope it stays like that the rest of the game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Dunk, let me just give a quick shout out to my St. Louis Cardinals for going to pick up the best third baseman in the game, Nolan Arenado. I know Dunk I know he appreciated that. We went and got Nolan Arenado for nothing, and we got $50 million sent back our way. I just wanted to let Dunk know.
Cooper, I'm aware, man. I'm aware.
Actually, shout out to Cooper because I missed him by like 4 hours.
Dude, we were both in St. Louis randomly. We missed each other by about 4 hours. Otherwise, we could have met up in St. Louis. Literally 4 hours.
Literally.
Story. No. Actually, my dad called me. Your mom put something on Facebook. My dad was like, "Is Connor in St. Louis?" I was like, "I don't know. I'll text him." I was like, "Connor, are you in St. Louis?" He's in St. Louis. I left literally 4 hours before that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Also, hey, one more question. This is for Dunk. Whose defense will stand out more tonight?
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, and that's gonna be a surprising pick. But I think, man, when you talk about Chris Jones going up against that right guard, I believe his last name Skinny. I think Jones will have a big day. Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, one of my favorite players in the league. I think he's gonna make a key play in today's game. But Muff, to be honest with you, I can see it being both defenses. I think it's gonna be a fun game to watch, and there's gonna be big plays on both sides.
All right, I got one for you. This was one I was thinking about betting on. What will the color of the Gatorade be that gets dumped on the winning head coach?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with purple. I'm gonna go with purple.
Purple. That's interesting. Purple is actually plus
one of the lower
800. Yeah, it was one of the. And orange was plus 120 at the favorite. Orange is the favorite at plus 120. And I would probably say orange. I feel like it's always orange.
Dude,
orange or yellow? Orange or yellow?
I got a feeling.
Yellow was last year, I'm pretty sure.
I got a feeling it's gonna be purple. I got a feeling because the Buccaneers, they got some orange. The Chiefs have some red. The Chiefs have some yellow. I mean, there's a color mixed in. You know, you got to get something that has no relevance about the team.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Dunk, let me rattle some questions up for you, all right?
All right, what do you got? Let's hear it.
Or for anyone can answer these. What coach will be shown first during the national anthem?
Bruce Arians, coach.
Andy Reid, Big Red.
Ooh.
What player will be shown first, Mahomes or Brady?
Brady.
That one's so hard. I think that's literally a coin toss.
Yeah.
Brady.
Yeah, that's 50-50.
Okay, we already did the coin toss, but what team will win the coin toss?
Buccaneers.
Oh, Chiefs.
I said the Chiefs.
Bucks.
The away, or like, I feel like since it's the home team, I don't know. I just got a weird vibe. I think the away team wins the toss.
All right, and then the last one here. Will either team convert a fourth down conversion? I think yes. I think that in a Super Bowl.
In a Super Bowl, there will be teams going for it. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, say even if it's the first quarter, if the Buccaneers are at their own 40-yard line and it's 4th and 2, you're going for it. If you can put up 7 right away, you're putting up 7.
Right.
You can't kick field goals against Kansas City. You can't do
exactly.
that.
You just can't.
You need 6 points every time. Yeah.
And we saw the Buccaneers last week on 3rd and 4th down, or 2 weeks ago. They were money. I mean, the plays that Arians and Brian Leftwich that they were dialing up, man. I mean, it's just so hard to stop. Like, the only way that you stop a play is if the Buccaneers hurt themselves.
Right.
I mean, it's just such good plays. I mean, they had everyone going right, and it's going back left. Like, it was nothing you expect on 4th down. They got the package good. But I know I shouldn't talk about the Packers here since they're not playing, but, man, Kevin King, man. If Kevin King doesn't play in that game, man. But, hey, I'm not going to play what ifs. Tom Brady got it done.
Yep.
They got it done.
Yep.
Do you guys think this is Tom Brady's last year if he wins, though? That's what we've been asking the guests. So
I think he's playing next year regardless. I think next year will be the last year. I'll
That's
say
fair.
Nick.
You know,
They were
I
just too
think-
good this year. I mean,
I
he was too good in the playoffs to be like,
Right.
nah, I'm done.
I
think one more.
I think it's a possibility, but I do believe that he'll be back.
Especially with COVID and everything, he didn't really have a
Right. Yeah.
real year with the Buccaneers. Plus,
Right.
he went down there. I think he would want to do at least 2.
and
Yeah.
Gronk
Yeah.
is coming back anyway, so he said he's coming back. So I think he's going to stay. I wouldn't be surprised if he even signed an extension, to be honest with you. I think there.
I could see him playing another 2 years even. I wouldn't be surprised if he's healthy. I mean, why not?
And let's just say the Buccaneers go to make a few free agent signings this summer,
Exactly,
this
that's the
offseason.
thing. Tom Brady has the pull of the greatest player of all time. You want to come? I mean, same thing with like the other quarterbacks with Mahomes, Rodgers, like these guys. If they want you, the team is going to sign you. So if Brady wants someone, if, for example, say a receiver, a running back is on the trading block and Tom Brady wants him, the Buccaneers are going to do what they can to get him to keep Tom Brady down there.
Now we got one more. I got one more question at least. And Duenkel and I talked about this on the podcast a while back. State Farm, the State Farm boys, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, they're introducing one more player to their plethora amount of people. So there's Chris Paul. They're going to add one more player. Who do you expect it to be? I know Duenkel said Russell Wilson, wasn't it?
Big Russ, Danger Russell Wilson.
Oh, is it just any athlete, or is it
NFL, or are we any?
They didn't say. So they're going to introduce it on one of their commercials. So we opened it up to any sport.
Okay.
I think it's got to be NFL.
It's got to be baseball. It has to be. They don't have
that's what I was just. It has to be baseball. There's no way.
I'm saying Mike Trout. That's what I was going to say. Mike Trout. I like Mike Trout.
I could see it.
I could see Trout, and I could also see.
I don't know. It's got to be Mike Trout. I would think like that. That's just if we're talking baseball, I would think it would be Mike Trout.
Because they got Chris Paul. They got Chris Paul for basketball. They got
exactly
football. They're going. They're not going hockey, so it's obviously going to be baseball.
You would think that's what you would think because.
Or do you think they introduce a woman?
That's also true. That's also true.
I know because I'm thinking either maybe a tennis player or
Serena Williams, like a Serena Williams.
Serena Williams, Naomi Osaka, or is it like
who's the gymnast?
Asia Wilson's a possibility too.
Yeah.
No.
Who's the gymnast? Simone Biles.
Simone Biles could be. Yeah, maybe. Simone Biles.
I'm just saying, Connor Muff. I think you are right. Actually, I didn't even think about that.
I agree. It's going to be either a woman or a baseball player.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Muff bringing the truth. Gotta love him, man.
Big brain guy right there.
He's
educated. I like it. But no, I think. What we got going on here? See, now there's capacity, so that like 20,000 people in. 70% of them are Buccaneers fans.
Wow.
Wow, Dunk. Wow, Dunk. Wow.
We can't read it.
Patrick
what does it
Mahomes
say?
Ruled out. Wow. It's from 2019. I was going to send it to Dunk this morning, but I didn't want to get his heart all racing too early in the morning. He would have been all freaked out.
What are you talking about, man? I've been up since 6 a.m. planning this show, working on the podcast.
We're all Chiefs around here. We're all Chiefs around here, baby.
Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs.
I've been a Chiefs fan since 9 a.m. Let's go, fellas.
All right, boys. Y'all have a great Super Bowl Sunday. It was good.
You too.
Hold on. We didn't get our
where's our prediction? We got to hear we're on here. Prediction. We got to hear the predictions.
All right, Jay, go first.
Obviously, I'm going Buccaneers. I think they're going to pull it off. I think it's going to be probably 34-31 Buccaneers. I think Tom Brady's going to come back. I think it's going to be a comeback, actually. They're going to come down, come back, winning drive. Simple as that.
I got the Chiefs.
No, go ahead, Dunk.
I got the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, too good. Tyreek Hill, unstoppable. I think the man that is gonna propel the Chiefs to the W today is Travis Kelce. I
agree. That's the MVP. That's my MVP pick right there. I think
he's unguardable. I do like Mahomes for MVP because I feel like if Mahomes has a big day, if Kelce has a big day, I feel like Mahomes is gonna have a huge day. I like Mahomes MVP, and I like the Chiefs in a high-scoring game, 37-32 today. Kind of a weird score, but
Hey,
weird
it happens.
happen all the
You're gonna
time.
have teams going for
Super
2
Bowl,
and
that happens.
everything like
Yep.
that. It happens.
Coop?
Go ahead, Connor. I already said mine. I already said 35-17
All right.
Kansas City.
35-17. All right,
Yep.
I got Brady getting his ring 29-28. That's what I got. I got the Bucks 29-28. I think it's going to be a last drive situation. I think the Chiefs will have a shot to win at the end, but I don't think they'll. I think there's going to be
story that would be. That would be crazy.
I think it'll be one of those situations where there's too little time left on the clock to really do much. But I think they'll get like one last chance and to throw like a long 60-yard pass, and there won't be a pass interference call. Like it'll be the ref's fault.
Dunk really didn't like what you said because he just got up.
He left the screen.
Dunk got up and left. He really did not appreciate what Connor had to say.
Tom
Dunk,
Brady.
Dunk, you didn't like what Connor had to say, huh? You got up and left.
No, I had to. I guess something was going off, so I had to walk over there.
Hey, Dunk, I got one more question. Final question here.
Cool.
So,
You've been asking me a lot of questions today.
This is the last one. Last one.
All right.
Yeah. Game.
Huh?
After the game, are you doing a show or what?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get back on and talk after the game.
Yeah. We got to regroup after the game. Come on, bro.
Jake,
even if you just go live on Instagram.
Jake,
you
in?
No, let's use fucking StreamYard. Let's fucking go.
Win or lose, because I know I'm not losing. So
after the game,
yeah, win or lose, I'll be in here. I might be down a lot of money, but
after the game, Brad Duenkel, Jake Mueller, Cooper Brinkman, and Connor Muff recapping the Super Bowl for y'all. I'm gonna go with probably 9:30, boys. That's usually probably what we're looking at.
It's gonna be later.
Maybe we're going to overtime.
It could be a long night. Yeah.
Hey, boys, I appreciate y'all for coming on the pregame. We'll see you guys postgame.
Yeah, see you later. Good luck.
All right.
I wish everyone luck.
Hey,
everyone have a great night.
Boys, I appreciate y'all for ending it out. Coop, I appreciate you for coming on.
We got to analyze the commercials also. Always got to analyze the commercials.
Wait.
Max Paul with a super chat.
Hey.
Becky Muff, Connor, stop swearing.
Muff! This is
to Miss Muff out here. That's a $5
Mom, I love you. I sorry, Brett. If this gets demonetized, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I've already sworn probably like 5 times, so we're chilling.
Yeah, I know. You need to chill out, bro.
Hey, don't tell me
how
to don't tell me how to run our show, Muff. Don't tell me.
Max Paul with a super chat. I'll see you after Brady got his 7th ring. Let's go.
Hey, boys, I appreciate the offer for coming on the post game. That's really cool. Hey,
I'm always down to analyze.
Hey, Becky, Muff, love y'all. Love you too, Miss Muff. You're awesome.
All right, fellas. I'll catch you after the game.
Peace out, y'all.
Yes. Everyone have a great night.
Yep.
Connor, take it easy, boys. Hey, Duenkel.
Jake.
Those are good men, but guess who's even better? Tom Brady's entered the building. He's looking pretty suave to me.
Jake.
Nice blazer. He got COVID tested. Got the nostrils all rearranged.
Yeah. Tom's the GOAT, bro. Tom's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT on the football field, fashion world, medical.
Avocado ice cream.
You're telling me. Hey, man, Tom Brady, saw him. I think it was Godwin too. Maybe even Gronk. They look like they're ready for business, man. So
dude,
I'm ready.
Jake, 2.5 hour show today. Are you good with doing a recap like the boys were saying, or are we down?
Yeah, man. Win or lose, it's I'm gonna be on it.
Oh boy. Jake, shout out to everyone for coming out though.
Even Muff, I haven't seen her in like 7 years, but
Miss Muff, we love you too. Appreciate you for coming out. Talking some crap to Muff was awesome. Connor Muff, that is. Mash Paw, shout out Burbach, Goldstein, Jake Mueller up in here. Up in here. Susan Mueller up in here. We had a lot of great people coming through watching us today. Jake, we are currently at 2 hours and 30-minute live stream.
I haven't even taken a pee break yet. That's just how dedicated I am.
Dude, Jake, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. But hey, we appreciate the support from everybody. Obviously, after the Super Bowl, we're going to talk more about the fun we've had on the Sunday show. But we appreciate everyone for coming out. Jake, me and you have had a lot of fun. What's so fun?
Just one of the comments, because I said I don't know. I didn't even need a pee break this time, and someone in the chat said it's because Jake's built different. I don't know. I just found it funny. Sorry, it's probably stupid.
Who said that?
Who do you think? Dude, and then Zach Kramer tells us, holy cow, you're still alive. Yeah, we're dedicated to the craft, dedicated to the game. It's what we do. We're pretty good at this. We got people out. Dude, we had a load of people today.
Yeah, we had some people that we weren't even expecting.
I'm going to rattle them off. Connor Cooper.
Yep.
Burdock.
Yep.
Goldstein.
Yep.
Bourgeois.
Yep.
Paul.
Yep.
Zach.
Yep.
John.
Yep.
That was just the guess.
David.
We had David Schmuck, dude. And then us two.
And Andrew as well.
I like Andrew. He's a good guy. Dude. And then you had us two sexy men. How much better can you get? You know what I'm saying?
Can't get much better. Jake, thank you for starting Super Bowl Sunday off with me as always. All love, brother. We appreciate everyone for coming through. It really the love and support really means a lot to all of us. We have currently 5 people in here. Leo, have a great day, bud. We love you, man. Jake, I will see you. Jake, I'm sure we'll talk during the game. Obviously, we'll be texting. Jake, also, where are you right now?
Wait, hold on. Wait. Remember what was going on? Look what I found. I had the FBI track this jersey down. Someone stole it.
Who stole it?
I just didn't check my library.
Was it at Kaylee Mueller?
I think it was probably at Kaylee Mueller. You know, I was probably, but at the end of the day, I found it. That's all that matters. And the next person to ever try to do that.
Awesome.
See those hands? I saw them. Actually, you couldn't. They're too fast. But yeah, I found it. Don't worry about it.
Hey. I appreciate you, Jake, so much for doing this with me every week, especially for taking 2.5 out of your day. This was a lot of fun, a lot of work. Jake, remember the deal?
No. He said if he only said for him to buy a jersey, and you remember that we have it clipped.
Yeah.
He said that. You never said anything about Kansas City. Know your bets, kids. Know the technology. With yours truly, Jake Mueller. Hey, Duenkel. Hey. Thanks for having me on, man. It was a lot of fun as usual.
Hey, we'll talk during the game, and then we'll talk post-game with Cooper and Connor. Shout out to them boys for offering up to go post-game with us. That is freaking awesome.
Hey, they're good guys. Got great knowledge. They're going to be cool.
Jake Mueller, Brad Duenkel signing off. We love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Jake, enjoy the Super Bowl. We'll talk. And we will see you guys after the game, post-game recap over here on the Duenkel Productions YouTube. Brad Duenkel, Jake Mueller, as always. And then we also have Connor Muff and Cooper Brinkman coming back. Maybe I'll even try and get a couple more guests, switch it up here and there everywhere. Also, Jake, just want to say I appreciate you so much. I appreciate everyone for the love and support. Jake, also make sure y'all go watch the hype video that we posted today. The hype video was awesome, Jake. I don't know if you watched it yet, but make sure.
I watched it. It was really cool. You did a good job, buddy.
Appreciate it. Jake, you have a great day. Enjoy that dog. Looks awesome.
Thank you too. Bye, Brett and company. Bye, everyone.
Peace out.